Welcome to our weekend walk in Prattville. Yes, small town USA. Loving the weather, loving Alabama. I hope you guys are doing great. Welcome. We're going to take a little walk through Prattville. Told you guys I was going to get my schedule in order and start live streaming like I should every Saturday on schedule. So, this is Prattville, Alabama, just north of Montgomery, Alabama. Lots of good things in store for this area. HGTV has their hometown makeover, and it's based out of Wetumpka in Elmore County that I live in. Isn't that awesome for this area that Jose moves here, and then HGTV also moves in. Two awesome things for this area. So if you don't know about this area, you're gonna find out soon. Really enjoying the beauty of this place. Really amazing, amazing settings. Loving small town USA. I was just watching the world according to Briggs. I guess he does a Friday night live stream. I was checking him out and shotting up with him. Well, let's go for a walk, y'all. Prattville, Alabama. Hope I don't get ran over on this crosswalk. How are you guys doing today on this beautiful Saturday? If you guys have any questions about anything in life, come on board and ask your questions. It is beautiful here. The weather is about as pleasant as it could be. But in about a month or so, it will start to cool down. But for now, the weather is amazing. Last night it got down to 48. So nice and cool in the evenings. And really enjoying awesome small town vibes. It really is great. So if you guys have any questions, just feel free to ask. So far, so good out here. It's been really awesome. Make sure you hit the like button if you're watching as well. I've had some rain, so the water might be running through here really well. Let's see. Let's see what the water is doing out here. Anybody moving soon? Because, man, moving has been just a life-changing thing for me. If anybody's moving, it can totally change your life. So, anybody watching has any plans of moving, please comment. Oh gosh, take a look, guys. Ooh, the water's clear too. This is great. Is Montgomery, Alabama's climate about the same as Atlanta? Yeah, it's about the same. Very similar to Atlanta. The water is so clear today. Look at this. And they are fixing the roof on that. You can see they just put a new roof on it. I'm not sure finally which of the many options. The water is so clear, y'all. Look. I'm afraid to lean my iPhone over the water, but it is so clear. Very clear water. Waterfalls here in Prattville is moving with very clear water. Beautiful, beautiful day to be out here. As you can see, they put a new roof on the Daniel Pratt Gin Factory. And there's going to be some reparations done to it. I believe they're mostly going to focus on along the lines of making it into like a hotel or something. I can't remember. There's so many, I've heard so many different versions of what their plans are. That water is so clear. What a beautiful day to be in Alabama. Prattville, Alabama. Not too far from, I'm kind of between Prattville and Wetumpka. Two amazing small towns in Alabama. I can't stop being thankful enough for how fortunate we were to end up in this area. Especially considering we had no idea where we were going to end up when we moved. So, yeah, the climate here is very similar to Montgomery. Montgomery, Alabama is very similar to Atlanta. It's about the same area, basically. You get snow once in a while. Yeah, no, when it snows in Atlanta, it gets crazy. I am so in love with this place. I'm hoping to moving soon. Looking forward to South Florida. Just wait till they put my house for sale and I'm out of here. Yeah, buddy, Eric. What area of South Florida are you thinking about? Any ideas yet? There's a lot of YouTubers in South Florida now. Ain't like Alabama. I liked the video you filmed in Pensacola, but it was too dark. Yeah, I know. I wish I would have been able to do it in the daytime as well. But we live streamed for 5 hours that day. We were just exhausted. That's by the time we got done. There's a lot of drinking fountains here. This one, it says water flowing from drinking fountain is from an artisanal well. the city of fountains because as well. So this is one of the city's water fountains, and I'm gonna drink it. Hopefully, I don't die. I hope I don't die. Just moved to Prattville. No way. I know. Welcome on board, Kelly. Keegan Kelly. Welcome to Prattville. I am so excited to be here. And we got in just in time. If you watch the real estate market, by the way, if you hear noises, we got this fountain and then we got the waterfall over there. So if you're wondering why there's so much background noise, there's a lot of water falling here. It is so cool. Uncle Mick's is awesome. I haven't gone there yet. I hear they're one of the best restaurants in town. They're the best restaurant in town that's not Mexican. Because I did an online inquiry about the best restaurants in Millbrook and Prattville area, and it turns out that everybody voted for Mexican restaurants. There's a lot of Mexican there's 11. Keegan, is it okay if I asked where you're coming from? If you don't feel comfortable answering, don't. But if you're okay answering where you came from, I'm just curious. Yeah, there's about 11 Mexican restaurants. And North Carolina, awesome. So that's not too much of a change. I mean, from North Carolina, I mean, for me, coming from South Florida, totally different world coming from South Florida. Hey, somebody waved at us. That's cool. This is small town USA at its finest. It really is. Prattville is an amazing place. ¿Qué onda, homie? Pues aquí, tranquilo, mi hermano. La raza tranquila, chico. Aquí, pues echándole ganas a la vida, brother. Tranquilo, mi hermano. Hacer que vuelta, brother. Aquí estamos tranquilos. A little bit of English, a little bit of Spanish. All right, y'all. So Prattville is an awesome city. Have a good day. I enjoy the videos. Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to Prattville. I'm new here as well. Lots of good restaurants. The food in the South is amazing. I just wish we had Cuban restaurants. No Cuban restaurants yet. We need some more Cubans out here, that's for sure. Not too many. Just a few more. Enough to get our own Cuban restaurant. This town is magnificent, y'all. I mean, just look how peaceful this place is. The city of fountains. I'm loving it. Moving can be stressful, challenging, also rewarding. At times you will question your own sanity, basically. Especially if you do Alabama. But life is one big adventure, man. Así bien a sandwich, man. Bro, I'm telling you, we need some Cuban food. I got really well with my health problems. I was having my stomach, and then it really got bad. I had Mexican food, and it was too spicy for me, so I got sick again. Even though I made so much progress, and I had really made a lot of progress in my health, but then I had spicy Mexican food. I can't really blame anybody other than myself for this. I know that I cannot have Mexican food if it's spicy. Guess what I did? They put the tortilla chips in front of me. Lake Wharf checking in. What's up, Lake Wharf? Jose Espinosa. Que vuelta, mi hermano. Lake Wharf. Man, if I actually spent, before I came over here, I spent one day in a hotel in Lake Wharf right on the beach, man. Lake Wharf is nice to stay on the beach affordably. I mean, but the city's got so many problems. Any places to film pumpkin patches? I'm not really sure about that. Yeah, the fall weather will definitely be new to me. That's todo bien hacer. Aquí mi hermano disfrutando la vida. Aquí hace falta más cubano, bro. We need more Cubans. Look at this, y'all. This could be a postcard right here. Look at this. We need more Cubans, papi. Aquí hace falta más cubano. Esto aquí está barato. Esto aquí está bueno. Aquí hace falta más Cubano. I mean, there's Cubans. Do you guys know that there's 26,000 Cubans in Kentucky? And Kentucky is way colder than Alabama. That's 26,000 Cubans in Kentucky. And I didn't know this, but 0.4% of the population in Connecticut is Cuban. Here it is, y'all. Zero, like Mark Cuban, yeah, like Mark Cuban. Yeah, there's a lot of Cubans in Connecticut. I didn't know that. But 0. I guess they moved from New Jersey and New York. There's a lot of Cubans in New Jersey and New York, and I guess they migrated into Connecticut. So there's a lot of Cubans in Connecticut. Not sure why. It seems like an odd place for Cubans. But if there's Cubans in Connecticut, there's Cubans in New York, why couldn't there be more Cubans in Alabama? Currently, there's less than 5,000 Cubans in Alabama, and we're trying to bring that number up. We need some Cubans over here, really do. We need a Cuban restaurant there's one in Madison. That's too far. We need Cubans here, I'm telling you, man. Cubans flock to places where the economy is good and where jobs pay good and rents are cheap. Katie stayed home today. We're going to leave Katie at home today. She's got some housework to do. She's got to catch up on the house. We've been on the road so much. Oh, Katie said I'm home. So, this is a beautiful place. Prattville, Alabama. This town is amazing. It really is. Let's go for a walk. At this point, there's no Cubans left in Cuba. Ya en Cuba no quedan ni cubanos. Y los que quedan ahí, no es fácil. Pero sí, you know, like, I think we do need more Cubans out here. Just so we can get a Cuban restaurant. Cubans go to places that are affordable. Someone came and started a Cuban restaurant for my husband. I know, please, somebody does need to come out here and start a Cuban restaurant. What's good, man? How you doing? I'm doing a live stream right now, real quick. I'm doing a live stream.
Oh, you doing live?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
All right, man, no problem. All good. If I wasn't, I'd take care of you, but...
Yeah, I feel you.
You got a quick question, though, or what?
No, I just gonna do a picture. That's fine.
I'll take a picture of you.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead. I'll do it for you. I'll keep my camera going that way. It's all good.
How you do that?
It's all good.
Yeah, I ain't want to bother you.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. So I want just right in front of the fountain. I'm gonna do the best that I can here for y'all. I'm gonna take a few because I suck. Don't let this camera fool y'all. I got the sun behind me. I'm gonna go like this too. All right, because there, that's better, much better color. I'm gonna take a few. One will be better than the other. There y'all go. Y'all have a beautiful day. All right.
Thanks.
So I really loving the small town USA. It's just awesome out here. I feel fortunate to have landed here because we had no plan when we came up here. I mean, we were looking at real estate in Montgomery, and then we got to Montgomery, and we knew there was high crime rates in Montgomery, but there was high crime rates in Jacksonville too, and we were looking at Jacksonville. So that was just like, we were at the point where we realized, okay, like at our age, with what we can afford, high crime rate is almost going to be included in the package. Why do you keep leaving Katie? She should be out walking on this beautiful day. I agree. I wanted her to come with me. She says she's got some housework to do, but she's watching this live stream, so who knows what she's really doing at home. Says she's cleaning, watching my live stream. But then again, you guys can't blame her for keeping tabs on me. If you had a man this good, who wouldn't keep tabs on him, right? Just kidding. I ain't that good. I'm actually a liability, if anything. If anything, I'm a liability to Katie. So, enjoying life. Beautiful day here. But in 1921. I love how, is that a marble plaque? Yeah, it's like a marble plaque for this building. Best husband ever? I don't know about that, Katie. I don't know about that, Katie. I wouldn't describe myself as the best husband ever. No, I'm saying I'm a liability for her. Oh, man, it's the popo, dog. It's the popo. Oh, man, he's looking at me, dog. He's looking at me. Come on. I'm finna run, man. I always get nervous when I see the cops, even if I'm not doing anything. We're walking across here. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. The water is so clear here. I can see how clear the water is. Clear water. I wonder if I'll see some. I've seen people fishing here. But if the water is clear and you don't see any fish that are big, then it makes you wonder why they fish here. You know what I mean? Like, water is so clear. And it's actually pretty warm today, even though it got down to 48 last night. This is amazing weather, man. No, I'm a liability for Katie. Not she's a liability to me. I am a liability for her. Yeah. So, you know, like behind Prattville, as you're driving to Prattville, you can see this mountain range in the background. It's just a nice drive. I do like Prattville more than Wetumpka because it's more, there's a much bigger, Wetumpka's tiny. Wetumpka really is a small town. Prattville is closer to 40 to 50,000 people, something like that at this point, and growing quickly. All right, let me just get here in the shade so you guys can see what a beautiful, hey, welcome Ronald. We are enjoying beautiful Prattville, Alabama. This is my new area where I ended up in. This place is awesome. Again, it's like exceeded all my expectations in 100 ways. That's really the only way I can describe this move is it's exceeded all my expectations. Perfect walking weather. I know. It really is perfect walking weather. Oh, crap. That step needs to be pronounced. Look at that, dude. That is a liability, man. Alabama is kind of like a survive if you can type of state. It's not like they don't really put up sidewalk ends or, you know, Alabama's a place where, like, if the sidewalk ends and you fall off a cliff, that's on you. And it's just in Prattville, like, even though it's, because what happens in a lot of these towns is, like, in the South is, if they're really good towns, Mississippi has this going on as well. Like, they'll have a town center, like a historic town center, and then on the outskirts, you get all the Walmarts and all the other stuff. So the town core always feels like a small town, even if the city grows. So on this side, it looks like upstate New York here. Does this look like upstate New York? Did you ever barn building materials? I didn't. You know, it's like I'm getting so much work here that I feel like, I don't know, my truck can even handle that ride. And then I'm creating work for myself. I mean, it's a whole day to go get the materials, bring them back. So many things can go wrong. My truck is a 2004. It's 150 miles each way, at least. I'll just save up the money and buy a shed new. I'm doing all right. I paid my property taxes today. $500. Without the homestead exemption. Now, with the homestead exemption, we'll get down to like $250. I guess there's a Cuban around here. CBA. I think that represents Cuban. Or some type of utility company. Let's go for a walk, y'all. So, yeah, I paid my property taxes today. $500. Can't beat that. I mean, back in Florida, it was $1,100 without the homestead exemption, and about $600 with it. So, and we also have to pay $200 for garbage collection. So really, add $200 to that number in Alabama, because in Florida, they include. Oh my gosh, just seeing this clear water flowing through here is so amazing. Oh my gosh, a clear stream like that. Look at that. There's a dump truck tire over there. That's not cool. They put a new roof on this thing. They're trying to fix it up. I think they're going to make a hotel out of it. My realtor was telling me they're going to make a hotel out of it. But then I saw on the internet they had really big plans for it. It turned out that their plans really weren't all that. I'm from South Florida. We had the same cold front as you guys did. But it stalled out over us. And it's been raining nonstop for 3 days now. Hopefully we get a beautiful weather soon like you guys. Yeah, my dad was telling me he's been getting a lot of rain in South Florida. He's in Naples. And he was telling me the cold front stalled out, and that sucks. No, the cold front rushed through here. I mean, it was scary how quickly that cold front came through here. I like the cooler weather. That is one thing. And, yeah, I'm not going to start jogging. If I start jogging, you guys are going to have to call the paramedics for me. I'm walking more. I'm more active. And the other thing is, like, my backyard. I've been working in my backyard. My backyard has, like, it's like a mountain, basically. And at first, like, if I walked up and down that mountain twice, I'd be dead. Like, I just couldn't handle walking up and down the mountain. But I'm getting used to it, and I've actually... Somebody's down there in the water. I want to get down there. I brought the right shoes to do it. I am dying to walk down there. Look at that clear water, guys. And this is probably one of the last warm days we're going to have in a while. I should go to the SUV, change my shoes so I can go in that water. I am dying to do it. You guys want me to do it? Do it. All right, let's go back to the SUV. Grab my other shoes because I'm wearing I'm wearing my New Balances. You can't go in the water with New Balances, but you can go in the water with my Crocs. Now, I don't know how slippery that is down there. And I also don't know if I drop my GoPro, not GoPro, this is my iPhone. Do it, you crazy Cuban, all right. It's great to see a decent person making video. I know, man, it's like some of these YouTubers are so trashy, man. You know, like, there's one that's doing Florida now, and he curses so much. I'm like, people watch this with their kids, you know. I try to keep it clean. And I say, when I say I try, I mean, I really try. Like the night that we were walking through the woods, I did a live stream at like 3 in the morning, and I was walking through the woods. I was scared as crap. I might have let one slip, you know? I was like, it was either the S or the H word, but I was terrified, understandable. Walking through the woods at night. Most are very stuck up. I try to be humble. Humility will take you a long way in life. Look at how beautiful this is. I thought that disease was propaganda. I'm not. Okay, we're not doing politics, guys. Let's skip on politics. I'm going to run down there. I'm going to grab my shoes. This may be one of the last warm days we're going to get where I can actually get my feet in the water, because it will get colder eventually. I mean, it wasn't like a full-on bad word, but I wasn't trying to. Like, I try not to. But it was at like 3 in the morning, and it was like 3 in the morning. I was walking through the woods in my backyard, and I got scared. I was like, oh, snap, you know? But I try to keep my channel as clean as possible. Yeah, this is the South, man. I try to keep my channel as clean as I can, family friendly as I can. You know, it's crazy. We got 40 people watching right now. I was watching The World According to Briggs. He had a live stream last night with like 300 people. Sometimes we get up to 100. And he was getting super shots like every 5 seconds. What a lucky guy, man. The World According to Briggs. But he makes incredible videos, and he's traveled all over the country, so his opinion is very reliable on places. I told him, check out Prattville, Alabama. I actually super shot at him because there were so many people on his live stream that I couldn't get his attention. The only way I could get his attention was for me to super shot him. So I actually paid him like $5 to super shot him, so my message would show up. Because here were 40 people, I can kind of keep up with everybody. I guess when you get to 300 people, like the messages just fly. And I really wanted to talk to him, so I actually gave The World According to Briggs $5. And then I wanted to do it again, and it would only let me go up. It wanted a $10. I was like, oh, I can't do that. Thank you, Italian sister. We're going for a walk in Prattville, Alabama. Why don't we have a lot of street vendors? Other countries have tons of street vendors. The rules and regulations, you have to pull permits. And also, street vending doesn't really give you a lot of money. It's a very meager existence. I mean, they're making like a small profit on whatever they're selling. Most street vendors don't make a lot. Much respect to you, Jose. You are an example of the American dream and striving to always be better. I do. And guess what? We are in a routine here. I told you guys, every Saturday, we're going to do a live stream. Every Saturday, as a rule, we're going to live stream in the evenings. I need to bring some order to my life. I really do. Like, my life is a disorder. And I'm trying my best. Summers Rose. There's people of all walks of life out here. And I don't think it's a very hostile place for anybody. How's my junk business compared to Florida? Much better. I'm doing really well. I'm doing much better than in Florida. Today I had a customer at 10 in the morning, and I showed up with my truck and trailer. They weren't quite ready. I gave them a quote. I was hoping I could do the job today. They're not quite ready, but I would have done a job today, even Saturday. So my work is going very. You'll be okay. Just like in, like for example, I feel the fast food places that I go to, the employees are that way, and apparently, very apparently that way. You see people with blue hair and whatever, you can just tell. I don't think it's a hostile place. Now, Alabama doesn't have a reputation of being that way, but I mean, just mind your own business, be who you are. It's kind of like, as long as you're not imposing who you are on other people, this is still the South, but I think you just be who you are. I don't think it's a problem here to be who you are. A YouTuber blogger told me that to follow your videos. Awesome. What's his name? Philly Dom. He's cool. Philly Dom is awesome. He is, I don't know if he's in Haiti or the Dominican Republic. Philly Dom is awesome. He's from Philly, and he's just spent some time in Haiti. I wish I could do that. And the last time I checked on Philly Dom, he was in the Dominican Republic. I don't know where he's stationed at right now. I haven't had time for YouTubing lately. But I do like Philly Dom. He does live streams as well. Me and him are pretty cool. We say what's up and whatever. He's a cool guy. Look at the squirrel eating a nut. I'm sorry, I gotta slow down and soak this in. He's got a nut. Okay, he's gone now. I'm sorry, I just had to check that out. Had to do it. Okay, I said it. Okay, mi hermano. Okay, I said it, man. Boy, gotta play with the kids. I like Philly Dom. He's a straightforward guy. He's a hard worker, just like me. He's up in Haiti, doing his thing over there in the Dominican Republic. I guess he's an American who travels to other countries and lives in those countries. Cool guy, man. He's got good conversations spark up on his channel. I like Philly Dom a lot. This channel is underrated. I feel so too. You should have more subscribers with amazing content. Good to hear that your business is picking up. Yeah, the business is good here, man. Like, I only had to pay like $30 for my license. Now, what eventually will be a pain in the butt is I'm gonna have to get a license for every particular city, and there's a lot of them. Right now, I'm not getting them because I'm just scoping the area out to see which cities I'm actually gonna need the license for. It doesn't seem like so many regulations for everywhere you go. One thing about Alabama is there really are a few regulations. How do you feel about the community? Do you support them? I don't judge anybody, but again, I stay off anything political or anything of that sort. I don't really touch those subjects. My job is not to judge anybody. My job is to teach people to be better, to help people. So, no opinions there. No opinions on that. I mean, it's like at the end of the day, like, I'm a Cuban here. I've yet to run into one single Cuban here. The only time I did now finally, when I went to Gulf Shores, there were maybe they weren't Cubans. Maybe they see I can make some money on this if I catch these people outside. This is what I do right here, junk removal. So I just ran into a job right here. I don't know if the city picks this up or not. Probably not. So I would charge like $200 to haul this away. I didn't bring my truck. Nice little box. I wonder if it's... Oh, it is. It's like a toolbox. Cool. It's like a little pool toolbox. I could definitely use that on my property. Now that I have an acre and a bunch of crap. Do you think people will be... Henry, we're not going to talk beliefs here. We're not talking religion. We're not talking politics. I don't want this to be a place for division. I want us to all be united on this channel. So we're not going to get into anything political or anything that controversial. We stay off politics and religion here. If you guys could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. So if y'all could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, those are the two subjects I don't want to touch because I don't want you guys to start arguing. We are in the South. You guys know the South is a very religious place. I moved to the South. Yeah, it's a weird place. What's for dinner tonight? Oh man, you wouldn't believe it. Okay, so I was gonna buy a barbecue grill. Now a barbecue grill, the way I want it, it's like $5. Yes, please. Thank you. No politics, guys. Like, let's give you an idea. I have my own personal beliefs. If I started to push my beliefs on you guys' throat on this channel, I would lose half of my subscribers. So the same way, it's kind of like there's a lot of people that if they're a certain way that's not normal or you know, not the mainstream thing to be or whatever, I don't know what the right terminology would be. And we're talking like a broad span of things, not just politically, religiously, whatever. And then, like, be whoever you are, but then don't, like, that's the thing about, like, the South. Just mind your own business. You don't have to shove your beliefs down people's throats or, you know what I mean? Like, and here in the South especially, man, people here in the South, they don't really care what you are, who you are, but they do care that if you're not going to, like, run a speech on people down here, you know what I mean? Some people are weird. It's strange. It's very, like, and people can be very judgmental here in the South. It's totally different. Like, I tell people, like, you would think Florida and Alabama being so close to each other, that it would be very similar, but they're two totally different worlds. You lived in South Florida, but unfortunately went to Oregon. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live in Oregon. I'm sorry. I couldn't do it. It might be beautiful, but beauty and I mean, I moved to Alabama. That should kind of give you an indication what type of people I like being around. You know, I like Southern people because they're very respectful. They're very family oriented. And I am an old school type of guy. Even though I'm a young person, it's backwards in Oregon. Yeah, a lot of these places that strive to have the most open-minded places, and they strive to be the most humanitarian places, they're actually not. They actually have created a mess of problems because it's not genuine. Like, people here in the South are genuine. Like, if you're a certain way, be whoever you are, and that's it. And just shut up about it. You know what I mean? That is an old little, like, it's like a shed or a cottage or something. There's more tension. I'm telling you. You'd be happy in Minnesota. I know the cold weather will prevent you, but you'd succeed there with money. Yeah, same thing for Wisconsin. I was in Wisconsin, and what an amazing state. Amazing people. I was in Wisconsin, and I actually went far into the middle of nowhere in Wisconsin. You guys know me. I have a strange taste, and I love pizza. I love pizza. I just can't do it as much as I used to. So the Northeast is gonna be worse, man. Like, look, I'll be honest with you guys, and I know this will make no sense to you. You're probably gonna think, what on earth are you thinking, Jose? Even though this is a very conservative place, I believe that people here are actually more tolerant than people in so-called liberal places. Leave it at that. Because it's not genuine. Like, give me an example. A company of Starbucks. By the way, I've never had Starbucks once since I came to Alabama. Man, those people were bleeding me dry with their green tea frappuccinos. Oh, man, and their cheese danishes. None of that. I tried going twice, and the lines were so long that I quit. No more Starbucks. Starbucks is the most hypocritical company on the face of this earth. Starbucks strives and pretends to be humanitarian and liberal, and they love everybody, but it's not the reality. The reality is that Starbucks is one of the most crooked companies on the face of the earth. They're backwards. They're two-faced. Hurricane Irma. They were the first company. Listen to this, guys. You join a gym, awesome. Hopefully you stay healthy in your gym. I joined a gym right now. It's called walking. See, like, we lost people. We had 48 people. We're down to 40. We start to talk about these subjects that people just don't want to talk about. Yeah, see, we had 48 people. We're down to 40. Palm Beach County. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about blue. I mean, I don't care. I stay off politics, but as a real general thing, you'd be surprised how tolerant people are out here. I don't like West Palm Beach at all. I hate it. Extraordinarily violent. I think West Palm Beach is extraordinary. Let's get back into town, y'all. I think West Palm Beach, and you can see the outline. There's mountains. None of the sun's in our face right now. But you can make out that there's a little mountain ridge right behind town. Yeah. Mountain ridge right behind town. In fact, why don't we just keep going now? Let's get back into town. That's what I thought. Yeah, it's extraordinary. West Palm Beach is extraordinarily violent. You have to be really desensitized to violence to live there. West of the Turnpike is nice. Suburbs. Boca is nice if you can afford it. Can you afford Boca? Here's the thing. Starbucks. Back to Starbucks again. Before Hurricane Irma, they were the first company to close and the last to open. You know what that says to me? They wanted no liability, and they stopped sending stuff to Florida right away. I mean, they were the first to close and the last to open during Hurricane Irma. That is very bad. A business during an emergency has to be prepared to. So that's Starbucks. They were the first and the first to close before the hurricane, last to open. Very, very bad in my opinion. And they're extremely expensive. How the crap are you going to tell me you're a good company when you know I was a Starbucks customer for a long time, okay, for many years. You know it's expensive. It's ridiculously expensive. You're not going to tell me you're a good company when you're bringing in huge profits. So why, when you say certain areas are bad, you're only speaking about poor areas, right? No, you can get whacked anywhere in West Palm Beach. You can be in a nice area. I was at a gas station in West Palm Beach. The poor and the rich are all mixed in together. Are there mountains in Alabama? Yeah. I don't know if that's a mountain or a hill, but it's pretty big right back behind the downtown area. Yeah, there's Birmingham is a city of mountains. Towns look dead on Saturday. No, I'm not really in the town. Here, let me take you to the town square. Hold on, buddy. Craig, if you hold on for 1 second, we'll get to the town square. Yeah, it's actually a lot going on. I'll show you. Let me get down there. I'm actually walking around some back streets right now. This is a welcoming center and museum. Let me get to the town square, and you'll see there's actually a lot going on. Prattville's not a dead town. Neither is Wetumpka. Now, there are plenty of actually dead towns here. I'm going to swing by the truck and grab my shoes so I can go in the water. I hope I don't slip and fall. My phone's worth $800, and my DJI stabilizer was like $100 or $2,000 in the water if I slip. But I want to get in the water. I'll tell you about Alabama. It's definitely not for everybody. This is definitely not for everybody. Alabama is for people who are a little bit rough. Oh, definitely I would recommend St. Augustine. Gosh, if you can afford to live in St. Augustine, it is hands down the best town in Florida, in my opinion, other than Marco Island. With the exception that Marco Island doesn't have restaurants. It doesn't have a hospital right in it, does it? St. Augustine is really a great town. So this is walking into town. I don't know why I don't just walk. There's nobody coming. I want to jaywalk. I'm going to break the law. There's nobody coming at me. I used to run to the Starbucks every morning before I went to work. Do you know how much money I'd spend on? Never again. Yeah, no more Starbucks. Come on, get off Starbucks. Look at that Toyota, guys. That is so cool. That is so cool. Yeah, I'm done with Starbucks. It was bleeding me dry, man. And then we're two of us. It's me and Katie, so multiply it by 2. How's that? Yeah, Starbucks wasn't really working for us. It was just draining our life away. Now we go home. We fry 2 eggs in the morning. Not fry. What do you call them? You cook 2 eggs. 2 eggs, scrambled eggs, maybe a little bit of pancakes, and boom, we're done. $3. So like, it's like before I even start the day, I'm already saving $20 in Alabama. But I will be honest. If you're gonna live in Alabama, you're gonna have to be one tough bastard. This is not a soft place. You have to be. It's an open carry state, and sometimes you have to open carry. Let me go through these comments. You guys are going crazy. I make my own coffee. All right, Colombian, orale. Yeah, $170 a week in Starbucks, easy. Nice places, yes. There are nice places in Alabama. It's just like everywhere else. If it's nice, it's expensive. But you'll find towns like Prattville and Wetumpka to be affordable and good. So I'm going to change my shoes so that I can go in the water. So look at it. This is a nice town. It's not dead at all. See, Craig, if you're still on board, this is definitely not a dead town. I'm going to sit down for a little bit. Then you got these little alleyways like these. Coffee, $8,000 a year on Starbucks. I wouldn't doubt it. Let me sit down here for a minute. This is a nice little... Okay, I went for a 40-minute walk. I'm already tired. $1,700 to rent here. Yeah, rents are expensive. I think eventually renting in this area... Look at how pretty this is. And there is life. There's people walking around, so it's not totally dead. This could be Iowa except for the hill. Yeah, this town has a very Midwestern feel. Free parking, yes. Oh my gosh, free parking. I do not like to park to pay to park. It's one of those things that angers me, actually. I've gone to places where I'm like, I have to pay to park. I'm not going to get out. I hate that. Yes, parking is free. Wetumpka's not trying to bleed people dry. It's a beautiful town. It's a small town. I mean, this is it right here. You got all these little businesses. You got the waterfall behind all these businesses with the creek coming by of clear water. Then you got a little mountain behind it. This is not a tough place, not at all. It's a normal little town. But I am kind of in the mountains, so where I'm at, it's a little bit tougher. Is this a part of Alabama you thought you mentioned? Yeah, this is Prattville. This is a nice town. This is not a rough place. But again, it is still Alabama. It's not for everybody. It's for people who are a little bit more rough around the edges, like me. I'm very comfortable here. It's very cool, nice weather, friendly people. I refuse to be overweight and end up with horrible health. See, the thing about being overweight is a lot of people do try really hard. It's just they have health problems that complicate it for them. You see the squatted truck right there? They do that here. See the truck? How it's squatted? So it's just a little bit more country people. It's an open carry state. It's definitely not for everybody. It's a little bit rougher. It's kind of like the Wild West at times. You have to know how to deal with people here. So it takes a little bit more. Like people in big cities, they don't have to think like at all. You can go through your day, and you can just la 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 through your day. You know what I mean? Like you can be in la la land. Out here, you really got to pay attention to what you say, how you say it, who you talk to, who you don't talk to. It's a little bit rougher of a place. But I've been making more money than in Florida. Everybody told me I was going to starve to death in Alabama. I'm making more money than in Florida. I like the people here more than in Florida. I'm able to help people more than in Florida. I had a family member who was trapped in the house and it was bad. That's horrible. Arizona's beautiful, especially Prescott, full of many friendly people over there. Yeah, I would like that kind of place. They ain't not bedridden. I was thinking Tucson, Arizona. Can't wait to get the beep out of Miami. I don't blame you, man. Get out of Miami, bro. It's like, look at this place, y'all. Like, it's just chill. It's a Saturday. There aren't too many people. That's cool. When you go to a restaurant, it's not loud. You know? Does it feel like it's missing life? It does. Like, it's not Miami. You know, like, the place is beautiful. And you got that creek behind it. I'm ready to slow down, man. I really am ready to slow life down. Like, I needed this to slow down life a little bit. If I had bought a house in the city of Prattville, it'd have been much more dignified, you can say. But let's be honest. Like, today, I'm uploading a video. It's probably done by now, where I was shooting in my backyard today. In my backyard range. You can't do that in a residential neighborhood inside city limits. I do junk removal. I have junk piled up left and right. Not that I like filth or anything. I hate it. But it's part of how I make a living. And you can't do that in the city. So, the way that I live requires a rougher place. Most people, if you're an old lady or something and you're like 65, 65 makes you an old lady? I don't know. I don't know what makes you an old lady anymore. What age are you an old lady at? I think if you're above 65, you can be an old lady. If you're a sweet old lady over 65, maybe a condo would work perfect for you. Condo will not work perfect for me. I have a truck, trailer, a lawnmower. Oh, you think 40 is an old lady? Oh, no. We're almost there, man. Oh, no. No. I think 40 is not old lady. Come on, man. How do you resolve your hotspot issues? Well, right now we're gonna do more live streams from my cell phone. My cell phone has unlimited service. So now what I told myself, well, we're gonna do more live streams. I figured out that there's a time of day where the internet is more powerful because it's throttled, but it's not completely choked off. Somebody's smoking a cigarette somewhere, and it's choking me here. Oof. I don't know how people can smoke. Somebody's in a car, drove by smoking, and I can, like, ugh. I don't know how people can smoke. Karens in Alabama? I don't think so. There are no Karens here. Here we have Michelles and I don't know. What's Eminem's wife's name? Remember the rapper Eminem? He used to rap about his wife. What was her name? His daughter's name is Haley. What was his wife's name? Haley's mom. You got those. No, there aren't too many Karens here. Karen would have a very short lifespan here. I'll tell you that. If you, let me tell you guys. If you're thinking about, to be honest, Kim. That's her name. Kim. Yeah. There's a lot of Kims here. There's no Karens here. Karen's lifespan would be reduced very fast here. If you are thinking about Alabama, you need to be very respectful. Not because it's Southern hospitality, because you will, your lifespan will be shortened very quickly. You do not want to be disrespectful out here. Karen, if you're a Karen, this is not the place for you. Karen will have penetration of lead very quickly out here. These people don't play. You have to be very, whether you're a male or female. It's time to slow down, Jose. You're in a quiet, relaxed town, and I know I need it. And in Naples, I was around my environment, my people, the music, I needed to slow down life a little bit, man. I really did. I needed to slow life down. I feel like I'm more mature, older. Crap, I'm 30 years old already. I'm not a kid anymore. New Orleans, do not do Louisiana. Louisiana is, Eric said, Karens don't usually know they're Karens. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. They don't know. I thought a Karen would just know I thought you would know. I mean, if you have that like fruit bowl haircut and you drive around in a white Honda Odyssey drinking Starbucks while on your phone and you have a purse that's worth more than $200, is that a Karen? I don't know. How would I describe a Karen? If there's any Karens watching, do you drive a white Honda Odyssey as a van? And are you, I don't know, how? That's hilarious. Karens don't know they're Karens. Yeah, probably not. So somebody asked an important question and I forgot. Somebody asked something. Oh, New Orleans, do not do Louisiana. You will regret it. Louisiana is as expensive as Florida, but doesn't have beaches. It gets hit by more hurricanes than Florida. Excuse me. At least more devastating hurricanes. New Orleans has more homeless people than anywhere else on earth. Not only are they homeless, they're aggressive. New Orleans is the scariest place. New Orleans is the scariest place in the United States. I don't think there's anything more dangerous than New Orleans in the United States, especially for tourists. You will not like New Orleans. I think you would have to be a biker gang type of person to like New Orleans. New Orleans is just rough. And there's actually, I think 0.4% of New Orleans is Cuban. For some reason, after the hurricanes, a lot of Cubans that had dump trucks, they went to work in New Orleans doing the hurricane cleanup, and I guess they just stayed there for some reason. I think Cubans need to be more, my own people, Cubans, we're very likely to just settle somewhere. I think we need to be more mobile. You know what I mean? Like, yes, you do not want to live in New Orleans. You'll probably regret New Orleans. Have you seen a lot of young women here? Oh, yeah. Yeah, blonde women everywhere. Yeah. There's a lot. This is a place to hook up, if that's what you're trying to ask. Louisiana, do not do Louisiana. I'm telling you. The good people, great place to vacation if you're not afraid of dying. But not a place you want to live. New Orleans is dangerous. The homeless people are aggressive. It's beautiful. They have the best food ever. It's a great place to, again, a great place to visit. Horrible place to live. The beggars are very elaborate, very skilled. You're going to get scammed in New Orleans. Oh, yeah, the story. I don't know if I can... Do I feel comfortable? I have to look around my shoulder if I can tell the story. All right, y'all. So I'll tell you guys some stories about when all Karens 30 plus should live in the woods and mountains. Yeah, they would end up like off a cliff one day. We found Millbrook police find a white Honda Odyssey with a blonde white woman inside. Apparently, she was burned. Yeah, that's the type of thing that would happen to Karen here. If you're thinking about Alabama, just know this is a very rough place. You have to just know how to talk to people. You have to be very respectful. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You have to make sure you don't get me wrong, people are friendly and stuff, but like dealing with your neighbors, you have to be very careful. Like, give you an idea, I have some neighbors who don't like law enforcement, and I have some neighbors who are who are FBI agents, so they don't get along. And now they're kind of like, I guess I have to pick between, do I want to be friends with the good guys or with the guys who don't like cops? Like, I'm cool with all my neighbors. I love all my neighbors, but they don't, like, they've all lived on that street for 30 or 40 years, so they all got like their internal conflicts. And I'm like, I'm trying to be friends with everybody, but it's almost impossible. Like, they're kind of forcing me to pick sides, in a way. So, no, because let me explain something to you. The good guys, you don't understand. See, that's the first mistake. You wouldn't make it in Alabama already. You already wouldn't make it. The good guy isn't going to break into your house, slash your tires, and run you out of town. The bad guy will. So whose friend do you think you have to be? See, you'd already failed the first test right there. If you side with, it says Tahoe on the front. That's hilarious. You'd already fail right there. Already, you have to stay neutral. You'd already fail. Yep. If you see, if that would already been a fatal decision. Right. Pasco County is trash coat county is what they call it. Full of addicts, homelessness, horrible place to live. Do not do Pasco County. Look, man, if you're still looking for a place, travel a little bit, man. I don't know what to tell you. You've been on the looks. Oh yeah, man, you have to be very careful. If you side with the FBI agent, you'd already be fine, because the FBI, the retired cop isn't going. The retired cop isn't going to slice your tires, burn your house. You're telling you got to make some decisions out here. You gotta be really level-headed here. You got to have a convict mindset to survive in the state. You have to really know. And small-town people are real friendly, real nice, but they also have a lot of, in Spanish you call it presidio, which is kind of like a convict mindset. It's like a mindset of, the ins and outs of people. You have to be very careful here. It's not for everybody. I'm not going to lie and tell you this is the greatest place for everybody. No, it's nice for somebody who's very tactful, knows how to work around people. You have to be neutral. You have to be everybody's friend. And at times you're going to... I've been here for 2 months, and I already got people trying to kind of like... You can't be friends with them and us, type of thing. That's very true. Small town can be... Yeah, small town... Anywhere you go, if you're moving from a big city to a small town, you will have to politic. And it's not about, like, Alabama. It could be, like, Florida, too. If you're moving to a small town, you're going to have to learn small town politics. Why do people say Memphis is so bad? High crime rate. It's a city that's kind of been left to abandoned. It's kind of like a Detroit almost. They have gangs actively moving throughout the city. They have one of the biggest gangs in Memphis is Grape Street Crips. It's just look at that, guys. This is what you see in Alabama right here. See that right there? That is Alabama for you. Look at that SS right there, y'all. What? So if you're in a big city, see, in the city you have hundreds of people around you, and you learn how to read people. But see, the thing in the country is you can't read people. How do you feel about Ozark area of Arkansas? There are good areas in Arkansas and there are bad areas. Arkansas is another one of those states where Arkansas is a state where people think it's bad. Off the top, people think Arkansas is backwards, but it has some great areas. Especially like Fayetteville and the suburbs, like I think it's called, I can't remember, there's a few suburbs to the north of there that are awesome. It's like everywhere. Like you have good places, you have bad places. And not just because like Alabama, they got parts here in Alabama that are rich and wealthy just like anywhere else. Homewood, Alabama, rich people. But if you're coming from the city, you've lived around city, and you move to a small town, you're going to have to learn how to politic a little bit better. It's not for everybody. Anyways, let's get down to that creek, guys. I want to put my shoes on. Any good states of Puerto Ricans and Cubans to live, that's the thing, dude. I know this isn't gonna sound right. Wherever you don't want to live in a place that's like that. That's like Puerto Ricans live in Kissimmee, Florida. Cubans live in Hialeah, Florida. A place cannot be so one way. You know what I mean? Like what I like about here in Prattville is it's like 80% white. That's probably like, yeah, like 70%, 80% white. Then you got like 20% black. And then you have a little bit of Hispanic. And then you have a little bit of Asian. That's the way you want it. You want it to be kind of just averages. You don't want a place that's demographically one way or the other. You don't want to live in a place that's demographically 100% white. You don't want to live in a place that's demographically mostly black. You want to live in a place where the general, it's like a mix. Like the United States is like 80% white, 10% black, 10% Hispanic, and 3% like Asian. Find a place that's just average. You know, like find a place that's kind of right down the middle. I don't like to recommend places that are like in Orlando area, you have neighborhoods that are mostly Puerto Ricans. I don't like those places. You know, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to stay neutral. But I made a mistake. I made a big mistake. I can't say what it was, but I did make one mistake. But small town politics are difficult, man. You're gonna have to learn it if you're. Let me get in my SUV, take off my shoes, put on my other shoes, because I'm going to go in the water. Because have you summer? What do you mean have I summer? Y'all gonna have to show for 1 second as I want to grab my shoes real quick, y'all. Hold on. All right, I got my Crocs on. And I'm going in the water, guys. You got the best channel ever. Thank you guys so much. So many people have said my channel is amazing today. I thank you all. I try to be the best I can. Not too many new subscribers. I picked up a lot of subscribers in Alabama somehow. That's great. I like from blacks and whites. Yeah, you don't want a place that's overly white or overly black. You want, like here, it's perfect. Like here, I think here in Prattville, it's perfect. Look at I'm so in love with my car. I got my Yukon XL. Let's go in the water, guys. You guys ready? Let's do it. Let's go to the water. Loving it. Small town USA. Didn't like the other side if someone knew where I was on. Mad. Yeah, well, I mean, small town, like the historic center, small. Yeah. Look, I don't like places that are like that, man. Like, honestly. Like, Hialeah is 100, like, not 100, 95% Hispanic. That's not cool, dude. Like, it's just weird. It's not right. I don't know. I like places that are average. A little bit of everything average, right down the middle. This place is so small town charm. It's incredible. All right. Sometimes I'll lose signal on this alleyway. So if I lose signal, y'all just hold on for a minute. I've been known to lose signal on these alleyways. So many people saying my channel's the best. I'm not getting as many subscribers as I used to. I was getting a lot of subscribers. And then my subscribers, when I moved to Alabama, I stopped getting, I'm still growing, but not at the same rate as I was before. However, on the money side, I'm making about the same. The same. That's good. Don't walk in alley, they will rob you. No, not here, dude. You can walk through here at night, man. It's cool. No, it's not like that. See, there's people walking their dogs and walking. This is a nice town. And again, I'm not in the city limits. I'm kind of out in the woods. You know, it's like all my neighbors have lived there forever, so it's kind of weird. Like, you do have to politic a little bit, and I'm good at it. You got to politic in the city too, though. That's the thing. Like, back in the city, you really got to politic in the city. I hated it. I had people, at least I only got to deal with 5 different households on my street, you know? I got 5 people that I have to deal with. That's it. I don't have to deal with anybody else. And I made the mistake trying to be friendly with them. I should have just stayed to myself. Huge mistake. I wanted to meet neighbors and all that. Very stupid decision. I should have stayed to myself, and it would have gone way better for me. Haven't had any problems or repercussions, but I can already tell that there's the potential for, neighbors wanting me to take sides between their personal conflicts. So I think the biggest mistake I made, I shouldn't have been so friendly with my neighbors. I should have been more reserved. But it is what it is. I love my neighbors, by the way. Really cool people. In my neighborhood, people shoot their guns every single day, especially on the weekends. People are leaving the big cities and moving. Somebody says here, Sammy says, moving to suburban places because big cities are not welcoming. They're not. And all this talk about cities being welcoming and understanding and, you know, cities being... No, it's not. It's a load of crap. They're actually segregated. For one, they're segregated. Like when you look at Miami, how are you going to tell me Miami is a welcoming place when the whole city's segregated? You got black people on one side, whites on the other, Hispanics on the other. How are you going to tell me the place that's like totally segregated is a welcoming place? It's not. Welcoming is on my street where we have everything. You know, like when you go to a small town that's like 50% black, 50% white, they all have to use the same stores. They're all in the same town. That's, you know what I mean? People think that cities are more welcoming. They're not. If anything, they're hostile and dangerous. And people are moving out. I mean, it's obvious. That's why people are leaving. So many people are leaving big cities because of it. New York City's like a ghost town right now. So, all right, guys. I'm going to try to get in this water. I hope it's not too cold. I told you guys I was going to get in the water. And I'm like, do I really have to? Prattville, Alabama. Yo, look at how beautiful this place is. It isn't the beaches of Naples or Sarasota or Clearwater. But it is a nice little small town for a normal small town. You guys remember that song? I don't like country music. Small town. Alright, I'm going to have to get my feet into this water. It's water. I hope it's not too cold. Oh my gosh. No, I can't do this. It is just way too cold. No, I can't do this, guys. It is so cold. If I go in that water, I'm going to get, like, sick for real. Small town boy, Dustin. Why do people hate country? Can somebody explain to me why people hate country music? I like country music. And look at these rocks here. You have kind of like a beautiful... You know, you find a lot of Indian... they're called arrowheads. This is probably not one, but you find a lot of Indian arrowheads here. But you have these river rocks. That's what's naturally in the ground here. Like if you've ever bought like river rocks for your garden, this is probably where they came from. Maybe I'll get used to... Watch out for snakes. Yeah, there might be snakes here. People fish here, and I don't see them catching anything. So we're in the water, guys. Beautiful clear water with very rocky terrain here. People do find arrowheads in the water here because people think country music is depressing. It's not depressing at all, man. If anything, it encourages you. You know what I didn't get about country music, though? Like all the country songs are like, working out on my truck, I'll work. You know what? I might be able to kind of slowly ease my way into this. Oh, my God, that water's cold. I might be able to slowly ease my way into this water and just kind of get used to it. I'm going to go real slow. My feet are already in the water. Maybe I'll get used to it, and I'll be able to go for a nice walk in this water. What is this thing? It's like a rock. Very interesting rocks. Ooh, that water is so cold. Oh, it's so cold. I mean, it's going down to the 40s at night, so they call it bro country. Oh, I love bro country. I love bro country, man. Bro country, I was just listening on the way here. I was listening to bro. And by the way, what a more perfect place to listen to bro country than Alabama. This is a place to listen to bro country. It really is. Bro country in Alabama. It just makes sense. It didn't make sense back in Naples. How do you like the new... Oh, I love the Yukon. It's a gas hogger. It really is. And it lies about the gas. Not only is it a gas hogger, but it also lies about the gas mileage. And that's one thing. Okay, it's a gas hogger. Okay, you're a gas hogger. Cool. But do you have to lie about being a gas hogger? It's like, I think the engineers made it look like it tricks you. Like, I left the house and it said that I had a 400-mile range. We went 300 miles and we had to fill up on the way back. So, yeah. You're about 250 miles off. So, check it out, guys. It's like this is a perfect little small town. It's like kind of like a Madison, Wisconsin, but much smaller. By the way, if you don't mind cold weather, Madison, Wisconsin is a great little town. Very nice little town, Madison, Wisconsin, if you don't mind cold weather. I'm looking for little arrowheads. I've heard you can find arrowheads here in the water. So now I've kind of gotten used to the cold water. When I first put my feet in here, I was like almost crying. I was like, oh, it's freezing, but now I'm kind of used to it. Although my toes feel like they're freezing. Like I feel like my toe is inside of a... My toe is like still in Florida mode. It's like, esto no es para mí, mi hermano. But look at this. It's just a nice, clear creek right behind downtown. That's a cool little thing to have. Well, it's definitely not clear water. It's definitely not Tampa. But for a small little town, it kind of does it. You got a little town square. You got a little creek out by the town square. My creek isn't this nice. Wow, that water is clear. Yeah, it's very clear water. It's got a real good pull to it, too. It's kind of... Ooh, yeah, it's cold, too, man. It's getting into the 40s at night here, so it's very cool. My feet feel like they're going to freeze. My feet feel like I feel like I'm standing on a frozen pack of meat right now. But yes, the water is very clear. I see people fishing here, but I don't see them catching. Do you think the girls are more innocent here? Yeah, their dads aren't though. Yeah, right. I think it is a good place to hook up and find good people. There are good people here, man. You ever heard? Yes, it does snow here. In fact, I found a memory card in a camera that I did from a trash out here, and it was just photos of Montgomery in the snow. So yeah, it does snow here. I hear it's not like up to 3 times a year, something like that. It's not like a ridiculous amount of snow, but it does snow. Yes, you do get snow here. It's not ridiculous, but you get snow. No, they're not sewer pipes, man. The water coming out of that, I don't know where it's coming from. Ooh, look at this big giant maple leaf. Very soon, we will start to see the fall colors, guys. Very soon. This is a small one. They get like the size of your face. That is not from a sewer, no. That's kind of from... No, oh, it feels warmer than the other water. No, there's creeks in Alabama in all directions. And actually, did you guys ever see the video? I think I deleted it. But there is a natural spring in my back. Oh, this water is warm. Feels nice and warm. Is that really poop water? I don't think so. It's too clear. It is warm, though. That's kind of concerning. I don't... No, there's kids playing in it earlier. I don't think it's poop water, man. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm compared to the other one. I don't think it's poop water. There's kids playing in it earlier. There's kids playing here earlier. It can't be poop water. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. I lived in Madison, Wisconsin for a year. The people there were race. Told me to go back to where you're from and call my girl. Oh, no. Well, I didn't know that. I never dealt with that problem. Now, it is very one way. And it is that way in Wisconsin. I have a friend in Wisconsin. Sometimes, cool guy, but sometimes the stuff he posts on the internet, I don't know how I haven't deleted him already. This might just be some rainwater. We got some tadpoles, so this is just from the city, I guess. People here, they're city water, so it's not poop water. Look how clear it is, man. Come on, y'all. This ain't no poop water. There's kids playing here earlier, man. Come on, man. Well, yeah, I found Wisconsin. I mean, I hung out in Wisconsin. The thing is, they don't know any better because Wisconsin's mostly white people, and that's all they got. So they're very... Midwestern people are very... They don't understand other people because there's just nothing but white people there. It's not that they're bad or anything. It's just that they don't know any of... That's all there is there. Like, when I was over in Wisconsin, I went to a small town. It's called Montello, which is north of Madison. It's about 64 miles north of Madison. Very small town. I'm looking for arrowheads. People find a lot of arrowheads here. You know, like the natives would use them for hunting. So you're looking for stuff kind of like this. It's sharp. Plans to move south, but looking for a good diversity. No, don't. New Orleans is not the place you want to be. New Orleans, what is good is diversity. Okay, here's what people don't understand about diversity. What good is diversity if the people don't get along? New Orleans is segregated. you know? And it's like you got the city's mostly black. Then you got white people on the other side of the bridge over by Marrero. And the Latinos live on the northeast side. And it's just a horrible, and it's so violent. I wouldn't recommend New Orleans to anyone. You will regret New Orleans because eventually somebody's going to pull a gun on you and rob you. And then you're going to say, oh, crap. Let's walk over this way. You will probably not want to like New Orleans. I try to warn you. What good is diversity if people don't get along? You get what I'm saying? North Carolina is safe, lots of diversity. Diversity means nothing. Like, what good is diversity for if the people don't get along? Can y'all explain that to me? What good is diversity for if the people don't get along? It means nothing. I'm the only Cuban out here. I tell people I'm Cuban, it's just like whatever. That makes no difference to them what you are. You know what I mean? And this is a state with a bad reputation for that. It doesn't matter. And the same thing goes for like I'm a Cuban living in Alabama. Like, so if somebody did treat me hostile, I'm kind of asking for it because I moved to Alabama. They're taking pictures. I don't want to ruin it for them because I'm trying to walk. I want to walk down over there. So. Jose, you should use a strainer to find it. It might be the best way to do it. Using a strainer to find the arrowheads. So, loving Prattville. Loving it here, loving it here, loving it here. Really nice town. This is a place where you can really go for a walk on the week. And it's about a, 15-minute drive to here from where I live. Maybe 17, 18 minutes, something like that. In Chicago, they're trying to go south, we think, about Tennessee. Tennessee has one of the highest crime rates. Okay, so I don't know how people get in there. But people actually do walk over there. I just don't know how they get there. I think you have to go from there and then walk your way up. Let's try to get in there. I just don't want to fall and slip, break my phone. I want to get in there. Oh, this town is interesting. People walk in there. I just don't know how they get in there. It might be easier from the other bank. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like this bank is the best way of getting in there. Walk? Yeah, but look how deep it is right here, dude. Like, maybe I can walk. Let me see. Again, I'm holding a very... Oh, that's muddy. That's not cool. I don't think I'll make it, y'all. I guess people walk. Just walk, all right. I am holding a very... I'm in the water now. I'm holding a very... This is kind of like... Oh, it's kind of very slippery. I'm in it now. Yeah, but it's really slippery. I'm wearing Crocs. I'm holding a $1,000 device. Should I just walk it? I mean, I feel like if I slip, I'm going to lose $1,000. I'm in it, kind of. Very nice town, though. Very nice southern town. This little Prattville here. No complaints. I love it. Go further out. Y'all think I should go all the way in there? I don't know if I'm going to make it, man. I'm wearing Crocs, for one. These rocks are really slippery, and I'm holding a $1,000 device. If I drop this, you guys are going to have to do a GoFundMe. You guys are going to have to pay for this. Here we go. I'm almost to the... I feel like I'm going to fall, man. I don't think Crocs... And there's a lot of broken... This is very slippery. I'm in it, though. Yeah, this is really slippery, y'all. I'm in it, but it's very slippery. I'm wearing Crocs. Oh, crap, dude. No, this is... I'm sliding across these rocks. This is a bad idea. There's a plate there for some reason. Don't do it, Mike. One person saying don't do it. The rest of y'all are saying do it. No, this ain't going to work. Not with these shoes. If I was wearing like boots or something. If he falls, y'all got to send some donations. Yeah. I'm in it, though. I'm not going to go any further. It feels like I can really slip and slide on this thing. I want to make it to the center, but I feel like I'm going to fall. It is very, very slippery. And somebody warned me if I come in here that there's a lot of broken glass. And here's a penny. Is that a penny? I'm walking through it, y'all. All right, we got $1,000 worth of equipment here on the line for this live stream. It's a slippery pool. Why do you guys keep saying it's pool water? Look at how clear this water is. Come on, man. Can you see how clear this water is? Come on, man. Okay, it doesn't seem to be as slippery the further into this thing I get. Is that a crawfish? Yikes. Okay. I might be in over my head here. I'm going to try to get out there, but I'm a little concerned about slipping and sliding off this thing. I'm going to go real slow. I'm not reading comments right now. Keep going. You're doing good. Y'all, if I break, if I fall into this water, y'all going to have to... Oh, snap. Very slippery. What a cool little town, y'all. Brainy even, Noah, be careful. I don't think so. Maybe in Florida. I don't know if they have that here in Alabama. I don't think they have that here. Well, at first it was very cold and I'd be in the water. Now I'm kind of put your Crocs in the four-wheel drive. Yeah, Crocs are like slip-wheel drive. These things are just, they're horrible for anything, really. I wonder if it's better if I get on the flat side. I'm kind of on the rocky side here. And there's just, oh, maybe it's not as slippery up here. Oh no, it's way worse. Maybe without shoes. Wow, this is so slippery. Let me just show you guys how slippery this is. I'm on the flat side. I think I want to go back on the rocks. And yeah, this is just dumb. Let me get back on the rocks. Yeah, very, very dumb. Flat, slippery, yeah. And if I took my Crocs off, it'd probably be better traction. The problem is that I've been warned not to go barefoot in here. What a beautiful place, guys. I feel great to be here. Keep going when you want to see. All right, I'm working on it. Doesn't feel cold anymore. I do have a piece of rock stuck inside of my... Uh-oh. No, this is too slippery. I'm going to go back to where I was. There's kind of a sandy patch here. And the sandy patch, I'm getting better. So I'm in it, y'all. I'm in the water in Prattville. It's going to be probably too cold to do this in a few weeks. Somehow there's only 33 people watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Oh, I love Rural King, man. And sadly, we don't have one here. The closest one is in, I believe it's in the Birmingham area. Yes. It gets higher and lower. Excuse me. It gets higher and lower throughout the year. Katie, have you washed the barbecue grill? Yeah, I want to barbecue when I get home. Katie's watching the live stream. She's supposed to be cleaning the grill. I did a job and they gave me a barbecue. No. Jazz, what's up, Jazz? Welcome on board. We're in the creek in Prattville. It's a beautiful day here in Alabama. It needs to soak more. No, it doesn't. Shut up. You're just lazy and don't want to do it. You know it's been soaking long enough. You gotta love Katie's answers. Her answer is, hi, Empress Lisa. Well, we're in, Katie, go and... All right, Katie doesn't want to do it. All right, never mind. I'm not going to argue with her. A woman is always right. If you are arguing with a woman, it's a waste of breath. You're already what? I'm not going to go home and... It was your job to do it. Katie's trying to pawn off her shores on me. Loving this water. It's nice. Nice water. Very... This town is awesome. Just got to say that. This town really is. And I wanted to do this before it got cold enough to where I couldn't do it, because the next few months are going to cool down and I won't be able to do this. Overall, if you're moving, if you're thinking about moving, it's a very rewarding process. It's also a very scary process. Wondering what it's going to be like, especially if you're a working class person like me. If you have money, you can do anything you want and not have to worry about it. Rich people don't know the struggles of moving broke. I mean, crap. Loving it here. Housewife. Katie, housewife was an occupation in the 1800s. It's no longer a valid occupation to be a housewife, Katie. If it was 1860, you could have been a housewife. It's not 1860 anymore. I really want to walk on this area this way, but it seems very slippery, and I'm doing it now. This is probably very stupid. At least it's only a few inches of water. Which means if I slip, which I almost did. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. Very stupid. Very stupid move. Whoa, because it's like, I'm gonna get back over here. Whoa, okay, so, see, like, there's a concrete slab here. Yeah, cleaning the grill is house, if you're, Katie, no, if you're a housewife, you gotta clean the grill, Katie. How am I supposed to clean the grill? I'm over here doing a live stream. How you, that ain't right. So, we have a shell. Yeah, Katie, housewives do all the cleaning and cooking. Look at this, y'all. Just so you can guys get an idea, it's about 4 inches of water here. Very cold water, very clear water. It's just, I'm gonna go back out and go for a walk. I wanted to do this so bad before. I wanted to do this before it got cold, because once it gets cold, this ain't gonna happen. I mean, I've been doing a lot of yard work too. I did see some photos where apparently it snows. I picked something up. Ew, it's a chicken bone. Not cool, man. I thought I had an artifact. Ended up being a chicken bone. Chicken bone, chicken bone. Bring the grill in the house. Well, y'all know if I lose signal, what happened, right? If y'all lose signal, y'all can go figure out what happened, right? Nah, I hope I can make it. I'm almost to the shore again. If I can remember how I got in here. I don't remember how I got in here. Loving it, y'all. This is small town USA. Don't pee in the water. It's too clear, yeah. So many people are moving right now that it's incredible. Like, I've been watching the real estate market here in Prattville, and I just thought to myself, if by any chance, if Katie and I had arrived here a month later, we would have never got the house we got. Katie's always got excuses, man. I pamper her too much. She's a pampered woman. She's enjoying all the comforts of a hard-working Cuban husband. That's all there is, nothing but boring. You think this is boring? This isn't boring, dude. Are you kidding me? I could do this all day, man. I don't need to find entertainment. Life is entertainment. Breathing is entertainment. Feeling the cool breeze is entertainment. I don't need entertainment. What do I need entertainment for? To spend money? There's literally a plate here. That's Alabama for you. Somebody will throw a plate into a beautiful creek. I want to go to Madison, Jose. Katie wants me to take her to Madison, Alabama. Not Madison, Wisconsin. Madison, Alabama. Most Madisons are really nice cities, except for Madison, Florida. That's a dump. But if a city's named Madison, it's usually a very nice city. Madison, Wisconsin, Madison, Alabama, they're all good. Madison is a good name for a city. Not a good name for a daughter. Not a woman named Madison that I'd want to have as a daughter. It's a good name for a city, not a good name for a daughter. I got to figure out how to get out of here. This water is slippery. Slippery, fast currents. I think I got in through here. Well, I did it. Can't say I didn't do it now. I did it. Whew, yeah, buddy. Loving Alabama. What are you guys up to? Run up the hill? You're going to laugh at me, man. I don't know if I can make it up this hill. I'm going to try. I'm going to go use the ladder, I think. I'm walking up this hill. I'm trying to go up this hill. In wet shoes. I don't know if I'm going to make I'm almost there. Oh, slippery. Slippery, slippery, slippery. Oh, crap. I'm going to fall. Oh, snap, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so I made it to the top. It's not much of a climb. But it is when you're wearing wet Crocs. Wouldn't tell me small. Dunellen? No, not Dunedin. Dunedin. You're talking about. I like Dunellen. I'm gonna be honest. To me, the Tampa area, it ain't for me. I have tried liking it. I went to Tarpon Springs. Everybody says it's beautiful. Okay, y'all. Tarpon Springs, which is right near Dunedin. Tried to like Tampa. I'm telling you, I tried to like it. And it's not like people are like, you don't give these places a fair shot. No, I do try to give these places a fair shot. The places don't give me a fair shot. It's not me, it's the places. I try to give these city places a clear shot. I just can't do it. Like, I went to Holiday, Florida, Tarpon Springs. First, you got to pay to park, which that's always a bummer, you know. And then, if it's not the pay to park, it's the homeless people begging for change. So before you get out and do anything, you've already spent $20. You know, between people begging, between the beggars and the pay to park, you're gonna spend, before you can do anything, you'll spend $20. We're here. You can spend $20 walking out of the restaurant for two people if you keep your appetite reasonable. So with that said, I don't know. I've tried liking the Tampa area. I do like Denellen. And it seems like, just like somebody mentioned earlier, that too many times in these small southern towns, you just get a lot of hostility. And I wouldn't even call it the R word. I would just say hostility. Because that's really what it is. It's hostile to outsiders, no matter who you are. I mean, crap, some of these small towns are hostile against their neighbors. So what do you think they're going to think of an outsider? It's not really the town's fault. I'm going to sit down here for a minute. I haven't seen any gang graffiti since I arrived here. That's usually a good thing. I'm going to take a rest. Flip this back over at me. Hopefully there's signal here. It's just small town life, man. Can't really blame the town when... It's just like, alright, like... Small town people just don't like outsiders. I mean, that's not just here. That's like anywhere. Anywhere. Is it a good place for scenery? Yes, it is a beautiful place for scenery. This is Katie talking. I watched your videos on it. It looked nice. It's nice and quiet. No, don't get it confused. There's Dunedin and there's not Dunedin. I don't know about Dunedin. I know Dunedin's a nice town. I would have actually moved there. I actually wanted to move there. You got the rainbow. Let me just show you guys the creek. It's much more nice than watching my ugly face. Yeah, I'll hold your attention better than my ugly face. Let's show the creek will hold your attention better than Jose's face. So, Crystal River area is nice. Crystal River is a very, if you're not southern, very hostile place to outsiders. And they're about to get a bunch of Puerto Ricans moving to that area, so they're going to have some fun there. It's a very hostile place, unfortunately. There are manatees there. Crystal River's nice, but Crystal River's the touristy side. You want to end up in Pine Ridge, which is just to the east of Crystal River. Crystal River's not the place you want to end up. It might be a place you work. Tarpon Springs, man, I didn't like it. I know I heard so many great things about the place. First, 4 homeless people begging me for money and change. Then, pay to park. That's already, like, loss all the way around. Like, a place that makes you spend money before you can even start to enjoy it. Weeki Wachee area is very nice. So is Homosassa Springs. Now, on the south side of Crystal River, there's a lot of dealerships and stuff going on. It's not a bad area to invest either. I was gonna move there. If I had moved there 6 months ago when I first put my house on the market, I'd have made $70,000 in appreciation. I think about real estate, man. It's just getting more. I don't know if real estate's gonna keep getting expensive in the United States. A lot of YouTubers are telling people to brace for a massive collapse of everything. All I know is it's whoever has real estate ain't gonna let go of it right now. So the notion that if anything, it's gonna get harder than ever. My opinion about Marco Island: if you are buying a house for $700,000 or more, there's no better place to buy a house than Marco Island in that price range. If you're in the $700,000 price range, the only downsides of Marco Island are there's no good restaurants on the island. There's 2 or 3 really good restaurants. There's what's this place called? It's called the Snook Inn is really nice. So the Snook Inn is nice. There's like 2 or 3 really nice restaurants. There's not too many. It is for old people. Now there are a lot of young people that make it a vacation rental destination. It's a great vacation rental destination. It's a place where you can spend a month. You can pay $7,000 or $8,000 and get a mansion for a month with a boat behind it. It's for older people. It's not a place for young. If you're young, you won't enjoy it. Although, if you're young and you have a lot of money, check this out. Okay, I know you people here just, oh, it's for old people. It's for old people. Look, you have golf access. Just about every single real golf access. Like people tell you, you have golf access in Cape Coral. Yeah, if you're willing to be in a boat for 4 hours, that's not golf access. Golf access is Marco Island, where your backyard's a canal. I've worked in Marco Island, and I had a manatee that would come by every single day at 7:30. We get there at 7 to the job site, and at 7:30, this manatee, like clockwork, every single day, this manatee would pass like 15, 20 minutes after we arrived. If you like fishing, I'm not old, and if I had $700,000 to buy a house, I can almost guarantee it would probably be in Marco Island. Because it's got the Florida Everglades, which a lot of people just think it's a mosquito-infested swamp. But I love fishing. If I had the kind of money it takes to live there, I don't know if I'd want. I'm sure Katie's opinion will differ on that. Why don't they expand the Everglades? It's, if anything, they're ruining it. They're destroying it, if anything. In that place, you can see that there's not much employment. What place? Ramsey Bullup, where is there no employment? Can you be more specific? I'm looking forward to fishing and laying on the beach. Yeah. If you can afford a house in the $700,000 price range, there's nothing better than Marco Island. Get a nice boat, a pontoon or something. Look at the manatees, go fishing. It's probably a place for not good for year-round for sure. You'd have to have a second home somewhere else. I would live in Marco Island if I could afford a house and a boat. Oh, of course, no doubt. Katie said, even Katie agreed to it. Wow. Marco Island is far into the Gulf for me, especially since we're hurricanes. Who cares if there's hurricanes? Who cares? Hurricanes destroy weak little houses. The houses in Marco Island, they're built out of like concrete, up to code. And some parts of Marco Island are as high as like 30 feet high. There are high spots on Marco Island. You have homeowners if there's a hurricane. Yeah, you have homeowners insurance. Rich people don't care about a hurricane. Come on, dude. Every place, I don't know if y'all knew this, every place has natural disasters. Some places are unbearable. New Orleans, Puerto Rico. Those places are always getting some type of disaster come through. They're unbearable. But for the most part, every place has a tornado. Every place you live at. And if it's not a natural disaster, you get a flat tire and flip over, and you can move to the safest place in the world and then die from a heart attack or something. Life is not guaranteed anywhere. Hurricanes are a pain in the butt, but if you can afford to live in Marco Island, why would it matter? Besides, if you live in Marco Island, you're probably gonna need a second home up north, because the what's up, man? Fishing is one of my hobbies. I just don't think there might be fish in there. Who knows? I love fishing. There is fishing here in Alabama too. It's totally different fishing. Money makes life amazing anywhere. You know? And like if I had a boat right now, I could enjoy Alabama. I don't have a boat, so it sucks. It doesn't suck, but like give me an example, like money, you don't have to work. You do have to work, but you don't have to work for somebody else 9 to 5. That SUV I got's really nice. You know? And if I had more money than a boat, then you could just enjoy life more. Money makes life enjoyable. Does it make you happy? No. But it makes life enjoyable. Anyways, Marco Island is awesome. There's a squirrel screaming outside my window. That is so cool. It's funny how like out here, the squirrels out here like in the city, you can get close to them. Out in the woods where I live, they know they get eaten. These just squirrel out in the woods. This is up a tree gone, man. Save the boat. Create a fund on your channel. I know. The thing's that it's okay to dream, I guess, man. You think these people aren't happy here? This ain't the richest place in the world. You think these people ain't happy? Yeah, I think these people are happy. Look at these two. And these couples just sitting there. A young couple sleeping on a blanket next to a creek. You think they ain't happy? They're the happiest people on earth, man. Y'all tell me, do y'all think these people look happy out here? What do y'all think? I think these people are happy. You don't need the money to be happy. You need money to be comfortable and lazy. If you're lazy, you need it. This ain't the richest place, but people here are happy. It's just so serene, especially on the weekend. It's so serene and peaceful out here. I love it. Again, this is probably too slow paced for most people. Subscribe to Katie's Cooking. No, Katie, stop trying to pirate my subscribe. Katie hasn't got a single subscriber on her own merit. Every subscriber she's got is piracy on my channel. Me and Katie should be rolling in the grass together. We danced yesterday. How about that, guys? We opened up the doors, and the breeze. It was nice and cool. We turned the air conditioner off. And I played... What song did I play, Katie? Do you remember what the song was? Read the last one. You and Katie should be rolling in the grass together. What was the song that we danced to last night, Katie? I don't remember what it was. I gave her flowers today. I didn't buy them or anything. I just went to the yard and picked them. Unsubscribing. I want to make money off my channel so I can get a boat. Katie, I don't know if your YouTube channel is ever going to make you money. You only got 200 subscribers. But I know a job at McDonald's will. I know the job at McDonald's will buy me that boat. You don't remember? We danced yesterday. I played a romantic song, and we danced to it. You know, it was a country song, and we danced. I know what it was, Katie. I remember it. I got it, guys. The song was called Lovin' in the Middle of Nowhere. That's what it was. Walmart increases their pay. Katie, if you really care about me, you'd buy me a boat. You'd buy me a boat with your McDonald's salary. The temperature, Katie, what is the current temperature right now here in Prattville or Millbrook? It's probably 73, 72. I am so glad I'm not working today. Oh my gosh, I've been working so much. Y'all have no idea how much work a property like 1 acre is a lot of work. I'm clearing it. I got to clear all the low-lying scrubs. So Katie, no, she's not getting disability. I think she needs to be getting it because, honestly, her health it requires it. She needs to be disabled, but the thing is, I don't know if Alabama will give her... It's 73. It is the perfect temperature. I think 72 is considered perfect. According to scientists, 72 is perfect. It's 73. This is perfect weather. Perfect weather for happiness. You just got to be ready for a slower lifestyle if you're doing Alabama. This is definitely not for everybody. You got to be the type of person that... You know, like, it takes a while to... Like, at first I got bored. When I first got here, I found a lot of stuff was boring. Walton boys, welcome on board. When I first came here, I found a lot of stuff to be boring. Listen to the mockingbird. When I first got here, I found a lot of stuff to be boring. But then after a while... Interracial. Very nice. He's got himself a white woman. Can't go wrong with that. All right. That's the type of move that can change your credit score. I know firsthand. Except for I ended up with Katie, who... Totally different story there. But anyways... What was I saying? You almost moved there. It's not a great place to live. Super black and super white. Yeah, you see a lot of interracial people here. I'm telling you, this area is not what people say it is. See, look, you guys were asking me about something earlier. I don't know if that's the case, but If you dye your hair blue, that's pretty. Not sure. Anyways, anything, any other questions, guys, that you guys were asking me? I mean, I can't really comment, but just blue hair says a lot about your. You see people with blue hair in Alabama. I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what it looks like. So here you got a girl with blue hair, and here you got an interracial couple. So what can you say about Alabama? What can you guys tell me about Alabama? And look, this is a white girl over there. She's hanging out with a black girl. They're kind of like friends, I guess, or something. Find that in Florida. Find a white person hanging out with a black person in Florida. Unless it's outside of a gas station selling drugs. Love your channel, Jose. Have a great night. Jose and Katie, keep it up. Yeah, buddy. Appreciate it. Anyways, that's what I love about this area here. It's just people. It's not what. Just look around. I mean, look at the people and whatnot. You know? Like, you see a lot of interracial couples here. And you do see people with blue hair too. So it's like. Just saying. It's not all. But people here, like. You can be whoever you are anywhere, I think, you know? It's just like. People who seek to be around other people who are like them sometimes fall into a very big pit. Like, being around other people that are like you, that doesn't make you stronger. What makes you stronger is being who you are anywhere. Yeah, interracial is an indication of slim pickings. No, not at all. Not here. You gotta be kidding me, dude. This is a place to hook up. If you needed to hook up, this is a place to hook up. There's so many young people here everywhere. Young people here everywhere, and they need to hook up, actually. Like, I've actually talked to a lot of people here, and they're like desperate to get married so they can move in together and start saving rent and all that, you know? No, absolutely not. This is a great place to hook up. This is a place where you can actually find your life partner. Is that what they call them nowadays? Life partners? I don't know. I don't know if we can use that. Can a male and a female be a life partner? All I'm saying, y'all, is life partner. I tell Katie she's my life partner. She gets mad. She's like, Jose, that's not what that means. I'm like, I don't know what it means. It sounds pretty. Katie, will you be my life partner? Katie, will you be my life partner forever? I'm sure I'm not using that in the right context, but whatever. Who cares? But anyways, look at this. Couples. When will you ever, Katie, look at how happy these couples are, y'all. Everybody's just holding hands in all directions, in all colors. It's not, like, I don't get it. Like, you know what makes you strong isn't, I swear, like, what makes you strong is being who you are anywhere. If you're a certain way, like, I'm Cuban, I don't have to go live with a bunch of other Cubans. I can live in Arkansas, I can live in Alabama, and still be Cuban, and introduce myself. I'm Jose from Miami, dude, you know? And if that's who I am, that's who I am. It shouldn't really, that's what makes you strong, is being who you are anywhere. You know, because I'm Cuban, I have to live where a bunch of other Cubans live. That's stupid. I can be Cuban anywhere. I can be Cuban in Kentucky, in Alabama, in Alaska, and Arkansas. Any other states start with the letter A? Alabama, Arkansas. By the way, is it Arkansas or Arkansas? How do you say it? I've always said Arkansas because I lived in Kentucky. Is it Arkansas or Arkansas? Y'all got to clear that up for me. Is it Arkansas or Arkansas? Jose, when will you get a dog to keep your company on your walks? Maybe you like Alaska? I don't think so. I said Alaska. Arkansas, Alaska, Alabama. That's it. Those are all the A states. Well, anyways, all I got to say about this place is people here seem happy. Like, no doubt. You see couples holding hands. Pregnant women. You don't see pregnant women in Florida. You see, like, old people in Florida. Like, I feel like here you'd go to a baby shower for the weekend. In Florida, you go to a funeral. That's one thing about Florida. Oh, my gosh. Especially if you're from Florida. There's so many old people in Florida. Like every weekend was a different funeral in Florida. I got to the point where I told people, like, I'm not going to another funeral. If one of my old friends dies, that's pretty much what you came to Florida to do anyways. Right? I got to the point where I told all my old friends, man, if you die, you died. Rare to see pregnant women in Florida. You won't, man. You don't see pregnant. I mean, unless it's in the hood. Of course, in the hood, you'll see a pregnant woman in Florida. But that kid's got no future. Oh, my God. Funerals are so common in Florida. It's unbearable. I told my friends in Florida, I was like, yo, hey, man, I ain't doing no more funerals. They're like, Jose. I'm like, dude, I'm not doing another funeral. Like, I've had it with funerals. Now, if you know some Spanish people, it's a baby shower every weekend. You can't be hanging around white people in Florida because they're all old. I was okay in Florida. You got to be around Spanish people. You go to baby showers. You know what I mean? In Florida. There's so many babies being born and poor people and Spanish people. They can put like, oh, we're having three. We're gonna have to put 3 baby showers into one this month. You know what I mean? However, it has been interesting to visit the churches for the funerals. I saw a funeral procession today here in Alabama. I drove. There's a cemetery here in Prattville, and there's a cemetery here in Prattville, and there's a cemetery here in Prattville, and I drove by today, and pretty much, I think it's like $35. It's reasonable. It's not unreasonable. It's like $35, something like that. It's not ridiculous. It's like $35. For a fishing license. I don't want to creep these people out. Let me just keep it moving, you know. It's about $35 for a fishing license. So it's not ridiculously expensive. It's reasonable. I think it's about $35. I might be wrong. Now, what I find interesting is I think it's like 12. Yeah, Tagua Creek is awesome. What I found interesting is for $12, I think it's like $12, you can get a concealed carry permit here in Alabama. Where in Florida, you would have to take a class. In Florida, you have to pay somebody. You have to pay an instructor to take a class to get that concealed permit in Florida. Here, you just go to your sheriff's office and be like, I want to carry a gun. And the cop's like, are you sure you want to carry a gun? Yes, sir. Well, give me $12. There you go. You just don't shoot anybody, all right, buddy? And that's it. Unless you have to, of course. And that's it. That's a process to get your concealed carry. So now, I thought I had to take a class or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, I really thought you had to take a class or something, but it doesn't seem like you do. It just seems like you just go to your county sheriff and be like, I want to carry a gun, and then they give you a license. Like, it looks like a driver's license. Jose, you're so right. I brought a ton of sympathy cards over the last couple of years. What's up with that? Have a great weekend. Yeah, pretty much, man. Florida is nothing but funerals. Florida is like the capital of funerals, and it's like, it gets to be depressing. And people got mad at me because, all right, enough funerals is enough funerals. I can't do this for the rest of my life. I've contemplated life and death in Florida more than enough. Enough is enough. But then again, that's Florida. It's just a place to go to die, really. And they don't ever leave anything good. I'll tell you what, you get some good stuff here in Alabama, man. My junk removal business is doing awesome. Florida, the pay scales in Florida are bad. Like, I literally had somebody tell me the other day, yeah, you know, the pay scales in Florida is really bad. And I'm like, dude, when somebody in Alabama is telling you that the pay scale is bad, you have a problem. And the thing about Florida is, the pay scale really is that bad. Let me see if I can sit down here. Now, I usually lose signal in this alleyway, so I might have to leave this alleyway here. The city recently bought this alleyway, I think, for $75,000 or $85,000. What do you think of self-storage facilities? Have you ever rented one? Have you ever emptied one out? Oh, yeah, I've done a lot of self-storage. I think when you put something in storage, you just need to get rid of it. By the way, if you put any, and this is from experience, if you put something, excuse me, I might lose signal here. I've been known to lose signal in this alleyway. So if I lose signal, just wait a few seconds. Hope I don't. Check this out. if you put anything in a storage in Florida and put it back inside your house, you're gonna get these things called silverfish. It is a termite pest that eats wood, and it creates dust that gives you asthma. So if you need to put something in storage, you don't need it. You just don't need it. Give it. There we go. Did we lose signal? We're gonna lose signal in this alleyway. I've always lost signal here. Well, anyways, if you need to put something in storage, it's probably time to part with whatever it is you're putting in storage. That's it. You will not believe how many people end up putting stuff in storage, and then after paying 6 months, a year of storage fees, end up paying me to haul the stuff away that they were paying to store in the first place. So now they could have just given the stuff away to somebody. They paid me to haul it away, and then they paid a storage company to store it. So if something's in storage, you just don't need it. That's my opinion about storages. And for a fact, if you put something into storage in Florida, you're going to get those little critters, what are they called? Silverfish. I've yet to see one place that doesn't have them. Silverfish are really bad pests. They'll eat all your wood. They'll eat. I don't think they have them here in Alabama, but they definitely have them in Florida. So it may be a South Florida thing. Wow, this is just so cool here, y'all. But they're called silverfish. It's kind of like a pest, and they're kind of all over Florida, especially South Florida. They eat wood, cardboard, horrible pest. So once you put your stuff in storage, you're going to get silverfish. So please don't put anything in storage. Yeah, I can't believe how I've actually made more money in Alabama. And I don't even have business contacts here. I don't even have business contacts, and I'm making money. I mean, it's just the Google page and neighbors and people that worked for me, and then I go work for them. Oh, that's another thing about Alabama. The people that I hire to work for me, I go work for them. I've never had that in Florida. The people that hire me in Florida are already retired or rich, so they're not going to have... What am I going to hire them for? Never. It is so weird how, like, here in Alabama, like, I'll work for somebody this week, and then they'll work for me next week. Like, everybody's a working class person. And that's kind of odd, because back in Florida, it's already happened to me a few times here in Alabama. Like, I'll hire somebody to work for me, and then I'll go work for them. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's a working class person here. Very different places. But anyways, Florida has a serious problem. I did advertise on Craigslist, and I think it worked, because I got one call, which I'm almost certain it came off Craigslist. And it was a very good call. You think of Craigslist, you pay $5. I did a $5 Craigslist ad, and I renewed my Facebook, my YouTube, my Google AdSense, Google Plus page. That's it. Phone rings, getting customers, and I don't even know anybody here. It's like, how am I getting so much work? You know, and people haven't tried to hustle me for like in Florida, people are always trying to get discounts and stuff. I haven't had people try to get a discount. $2.40 a load. Now, I will say this, the landfill here in Prattville sucks. Oh my, it really sucks. Getting rid of the garbage here is a problem. They call that bartering? Yeah, it's kind of bartering, yeah. But anyways, it's been good. Florida has a problem when it comes to paying. I don't know what contributes to the problem. También, what's up, Caribbean? Welcome on board, my friend. But yeah, there's a serious problem if you're thinking about Florida. There really is a problem with pay scales, because if I'm making good in Alabama, and actually better than Florida, that lets you know there's a serious problem in Florida. If I do a load a day, I'm good. I don't even need a load a day. I can do a load a week. And here in Alabama, dude, yeah, a load a week. A load a day is too much. I don't need that much money here. For what? It's not the cost of the landfill. It's very inconvenient. Probably 50 or 40 a load or something like that. Not more. It's not ridiculous, but it's definitely not comfortable either. In Florida, it was a little bit cheaper. But it doesn't matter, because here, I don't need as much money, so even though I'll make less sometimes, it doesn't really matter. In Florida, like, give you an idea, like here I get a load, right? Oh, and that's like, the biggest difference is that here it's residential. All the jobs that I'm getting here are residential. And back in Florida, all the jobs were construction demolition, which they're really, you have to take it to the landfill. If I get a residential load, I can burn the wood. If there's something good, I can give it away. So like I can diminish that load to like only 30% of it will eventually hit the landfill. In Florida, 190% of everything hits the landfill because it's all construction demolition. Here, I can give stuff away to people easier. I can just get rid of stuff easier here. Where in Florida, the landfill was the only option. So, like crap, I just had a customer call me from Florida, a repeat customer. He's like, "Jose, I got a dumpster by an apartment that I own, and it's overflowing with garbage, and the tenants threw." I'm like, dude, I'm in Alabama now. Don't ever call me again. You know, like yeah. We're here when somebody calls me. It's like, "Hey, what's up, Jose? I got a tractor over here, and I'll pay you to get rid of it." I'm like, "You'll pay me to get rid of a tractor? I'll be there in a heartbeat, man." And then I'll put the tractor on Craigslist or Facebook. So it's like money coming in. You know, it's money coming in both ways, you know. Like you'll make money on the way in and the way out. It's great. It's a nice little big gig. I mean, it's not like being a plumber or an electrician or being a handyman. But for somebody like me, it's enough to live. It's not like having a trade. I like what I do. Especially here where you get tractors and I don't know, I just love to hustle. So like me getting something that's garbage and trying to make something out of it, it's entertaining to me. I love it. I like it. I'm going to give you guys a little bit more walk. We're going to do one walk around town, and then we're going to finish this live stream today. I know I'm a little bit earlier than usual. By the way, you guys' support has been incredible. I've said this before. If it wasn't for you guys, I would have never moved to Alabama. You guys have been... Henry, we don't do that one. We don't do those. I've said this. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, I wouldn't be in Alabama. I wouldn't have moved and found real happiness here. New adventures. All of that has come through this YouTube channel because you guys supported me. Like, when I was driving up here, we were on the truck, you know, we sold the house. We didn't know where we were going to live. That's a scary feeling, not knowing. Now that you knew what it was, it's easier once you know. When you're moving, especially if you don't have a place, you don't have a job, the not knowing part is what really gets you. At least for us. You know, when I'm driving, it's 1 in the morning. I'm driving from Florida. We didn't get here till 3 in the morning. We just drove. We left at 4 in the afternoon. You know, we did the closing. We loaded our stuff. Left the same day. We got to the hotel like at 2 or 3 in the morning in Dothan, Alabama. Not knowing what anything was going to be. And here's a notification. Somebody donated $50. Here's a notification. Somebody donated $100. You know, that really like gave us like so much confidence, you know, like, all right, you know, we got people behind us, we're gonna be all right, you know what I mean? Like, we really got a lot of confidence from that. Like, we're there scared, we're moving, we don't know what anything's gonna be. We're going to a state that everybody's telling us is supposed to be horrible. Everybody thinks we're crazy, our family thinks we're crazy, everybody thinks it's just nuts that we're moving to this state. And boom, we get a $50 donation. Then we get a $100 donation. And it's like, and we know they're doing it because we're moving, obviously, because you don't normally, on a normal day, you don't get a $100 donation or $50. But that gave us the encouragement to say, okay, we got people behind us. We got support. We're going to be all right, you know? And it's been great. It's been, like, without you guys, we'd have never done this. We would have moved to, like, somewhere in Florida. We would have never been bold enough to move this far out. I still have the drone. I haven't sold it yet. I'm not going to sell it until I can get enough money for it. If I can't get enough full money for it, I might just have to keep it and get the stupid license and hope I don't get another fine. So it's sitting in my house somewhere. I couldn't find it. I was looking for it somewhere in the house. Notice how many young people there are here. That's another thing you don't see in Florida. Too many places. Lots of young people. Is this a sweet little town or what, guys? What do you guys think about the vibes? It's not people packed on top of each other, but the few people you see are holding a couple holding hands, or father taking his kids out for a walk or stuff. Isn't that awesome? Tell me that's not awesome. I think it's great. It's like a fairy tale little town. Hopefully they don't come and ruin it like they did in Florida. People from other places. Yep. Well, back to the thing over here. The water's so clear down there. Check out how clear that water is. Anyways, you guys, if it wasn't for you guys to support, we would have never had the courage to make just a massive move. You guys really made it special for us. Like, really, you guys gave us the support to give us the confidence to do this crazy thing of moving to a place that everybody said was supposed to be horrible. Turns out we like it more than we were before. We're making more money than we were before. We're happier than I didn't know it was even imaginable that you could be this happy. Like, and I've had people tell me, oh, it's going to wear off in a few weeks. You'll come to reality. We are in reality now. We're pretty much back to working as usual. It pretty much doesn't look like there's much to do there. Yeah, there's I can be in Montgomery, which Montgomery doesn't have. Actually, Prattville's nicer than Montgomery, to be honest. I don't need anything to do. Do what? All you really need to do, and there's where people get life twisted, man. People really, really get life twisted. You gotta be near a beach, and you gotta be near parties, and you gotta be near clubs and restaurants, and you gotta be in a big city. So now you gotta make twice as much, and now you can't drive an old clunker. You gotta drive a $40,000 car, and the next thing you know, your life is so complicated because you can't be bored. You have to be in the spotlight. If you want to make your life that complicated, that's cool with me. I don't pay your bills. I am perfectly happy right here where I'm at. I don't need traffic. All you need in life is a Walmart, a gas station, and a hardware store, man. That's all you really need to live, man. I'm okay with a slow pace. Like, a lot of people tell me, and I understand if you feel that way, and I can agree that this is not for everybody. But for me, in the stage of life where I'm at right now, maybe I'm okay with this. It works for me. I don't need hundreds of people for what? I don't live with them. I don't even like being around people. I like being out in the woods by my house where I don't have to see anybody. So it's definitely not for everybody. But takes some getting used to. And I'm sure that people that live here and grew up here, like, they think it's just a regular town like anywhere else. But it's definitely a small town to me. Alright, guys. Yep, that's how I feel about being single. He said hi to her. I guess he knows her. Cool. Yeah, definitely small town. Alright, guys. So, as the evening progresses, there's more people out and about. And it does, especially today on a Saturday night, there's going to be a lot more people out and about on a Saturday night. So Saturday nights, we will definitely get more people out and about. Prattville's awesome, dude. It's awesome. Wetumpka's nice, too. I think Prattville's got more going on. It's much bigger. Well, you guys will get familiar with this area if you watch HGTV because of the hometown takeover thing. Lots of people here. Southern people dress up really nice when they go out for the weekend. I know I look like a bum right now. Gosh, I'm wearing my work clothes. Most people dress up really nice for the weekend here, so I feel like a bum right now. I'm wearing Crocs. You can tell I'm from Florida. I'm wearing Crocs, Adidas shorts, and a work t-shirt. You can tell I am from Florida. I am so trashy. You can just tell I'm from Florida. I feel trashy. I'm dressed trashy. People really dress up out here for the weekend. They really do. I mean, like, everybody's dressed up to the T. And I feel trashy as a Floridian. The gin shop. That's interesting. The gin shop. Rock and roll music. But yeah, lots of people hanging out. And there'll be more people later on in the evening, but I think I'm going to call it quits. I want to have dinner. I got to go home and clean the barbecue that we found. So we can make some burgers. I haven't really had barbecue in a while. This town is awesome. Is this town awesome or what, guys? What do you guys think? I think it's a magnificent little town. Awesome little town. Really, it is. It is. Nothing like it. Love it. Love it. Love it. When will you dress up like those people? I have to start dressing nicer. It's just like, I don't know. Like, I guess to me, dressing isn't really important. But I feel trashy. There's no doubt about it. I feel like a homeless guy here. The girl should be clean already. Yeah, I gotta go home, and Katie should have it clean by now, I think. Bama beauties. Uh-huh. Yeah, there's no doubt about that, man. Everything's beautiful in the South. Say, mon, good. Yeah, brother. Yeah, no. We're not going to be listening to Jamaican music today. Last time we were on, we were listening. Good luck with that. Oh, Katie says good luck with that. Oh, snap. Yeah, there's high candy out here. This town is so neat. It's kind of small. Now, this is back street, so nothing fancy to see here. Okay, so don't tell me there's always like somebody that signs in, like when I take the back street, somebody will sign in right there and say, this town looks dead. Well, yeah, I'm on the back street. But, y'all, I mean, I'm happy. And that's what really matters. And if you're thinking about moving, I hope wherever you move makes you happy. But I do have one piece of advice, is don't make your life more complicated when you move. Make your life more simple. Don't move to have to get another job. Don't move to have to work more hours. Don't move to pay more rent. Move to make your life more simple, and I think that can make your life happier. I know a lot of people, I guess they can handle more stress than their lives. I'm done with it. I'm 30 years old, and I feel like I've retired, y'all. Is that wrong? Oh, the smell of that restaurant is so good. I'm debating whether I should even make those barbecue. Katie, should I make barbecue? Should we grill tonight, Katie? Or should we just pick up something? What do we do, Katie? Oh, I smell that food. I've been dying to come to this restaurant. Katie, unhook the truck and we'll come over here and we'll have dinner at one of these restaurants. Something here smells good. I know it's this restaurant right here. In there. This restaurant there that I hear is really highly rated. It smells so good. The garlics. Up to you, love. I don't know, baby. Now, this is what you'd expect to see in a small Alabama town right here. That is Alabama right there. Guayabero shirt would be awesome. I know a guayabero would be awesome. You want me to get takeout tonight, Katie? Is that hamburger meat we bought going to go bad, though, or no? Or maybe we can do burgers tomorrow, Katie? I don't know. I'm good with Jack's tonight. Although Jack's has been nasty the last few times. I was really happy about Jack's the first few times, and then now I'm not really as excited about Jack's as I used to be. I'm not sure, y'all. He is my better half and my best friend. Yes, you are my best friend, Katie. And now that we're in Alabama, you're my only friend. Now that's odd. See, you couldn't do this in Florida. You know why? Hey, Caribbean brothers, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much for the super shot. You're the best, man. See that right there? You couldn't do that in Florida because some homeless person would live underneath this thing just to get free electricity to charge their phone. Thank you so much, Caribbean. I love you, my friend. Thank you so much for the $2. Hey, I was looking at real estate in Jamaica last night. I can't believe how expensive real estate is in Jamaica. Maybe I was looking at the tourist website where they jack up the prices. Or is it really that expensive in Jamaica? Cookies are full of sugar. I don't know, y'all. So there's a tire shop right here. But notice how they keep all their stuff outside. Another thing you could not do in Florida is... See, they leave their tires outside. They would be gone in Florida. All the stuff they leave outside here, it'd be gone. And the electrical posts have like actual... Dude, there'd be like a homeless person just living there. Anyways, Florida's so trashy at times. It is. It's not for everybody. Developments in Jamaica. Yeah, I was looking at developments in Jamaica. And they're brand new developments. I think they're 45 minutes outside of Kingston. And they're $250,000 for a Florida look, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house on a very small lot where all the houses look the same. To me, that's not fun. I don't like where all the houses look the same. I might give you guys a car ride. Okay, here's the thing. Jason, good question. Will I want to interview Koreans? Okay, so let me tell you something about Asian people. Asian people are very to themselves. I asked an Asian person, I've tried getting Asian people to get on board, and they are very, offended at the notion. It just hasn't worked out. I have an Asian customer here in Alabama, and I asked him, hey, bro, obviously he's Asian, and he's speaking an Asian language. I didn't assume you're Korean or you're Chinese. I just kindly asked him, hey, I noticed you're speaking another language. Can I ask where you're from? He says, I'm from here. I was like, okay, let's drop that subject right there. I don't know what it is about Asians, but they seem to be very to themselves. So I'm just going to drop the whole Asian thing. I tried. If I ever become friends with an Asian and want to talk on camera, I will. But it seems like I've tried making friends with them, and they're just very to themselves. So maybe that's just their culture, so I don't want to be rude. And I guess I came off rude, otherwise he wouldn't have said, from here. Even though he was speaking from their language. No, definitely Chinese. Maybe some type of Chinese. Chinese, for sure. For sure? No, not for sure, but more Chinese than definitely not Filipino. Jose, we enjoy your show. I really appreciate the comments. And I hope you guys like my little small town tour of Prattville. It's just a place to live, y'all. Just a small town. And I want to give you guys a tour of the town driving. On my way home, we'll stay logged on. No, this is the South. You probably couldn't open one of those here. Yeah. Most Asians seem to be... Filipinos are more open. But then Filipinos are culturally different than other Asians. Filipinos are... Well, there's a Tahoe right next to my Yukon. There's a lot of Tahoes. Squatted. Oh, man, I crack up when I see squatted trucks. I'm still not used to them. They're everywhere. Oh, this car is so nice. Can't believe it's mine. All right, y'all, I'm going to have to show for 1 second because I got to get my seatbelt on and all that. I'll give you guys a driving tour before I leave. Head back to the house. I don't know if Katie wants me to bring in dinner. I was going to grill, but I'm tired, man. I've had a long day. I really haven't done anything. It's not like I've had a horrible day, but, I did so much this week that I really need a break, man. I feel like I deserve a break. Anyways, I was looking at these developments in Jamaica, man. They're like $250,000 for a new house in Jamaica. And I'm thinking, for real? $250,000 for a new house in Jamaica? Chinese, they're more stubborn than other Asians. Yes, Chinese people seem to be much more, I guess stubborn is the word used. I love my SUV. It's just the nicest thing I've ever had. Millows, I don't know, Katie. I don't want to grill. I thought I was going to want to grill today. I make some good burgers. But then, I don't know if I want to grill or not. I definitely don't want to go out to eat anymore, so I think I will grill. We bought everything last night to grill. I'll get home. I'll clean the grill. Just I can't see anything. I don't look at these small towns. It's so hard to pull out of these places. Nobody coming. So now, I can't really answer all your questions now because we are driving. Where's my air conditioner? It's hot. Maybe I'll just put the window down. Oh, my windshield is so dirty. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So there's more stuff now. Like it's later on in the day. There's more stuff going on for sure. More people about than earlier. Yeah, as you get further into the day, like 6:37, people start to come downtown. I don't know why my screen got so dark. Either my battery's I think my battery's about to die because my phone's getting dark. I can't see crap, y'all. My windshield's dirty. Alright, so I'm driving, so I just want to give you guys, before I check out, a little tour of the town. Show you guys what small town Prattville is like. Lots of people out and about doing stuff right about now. Well, we gotta go. We gotta roll. So that's Prattville for you. Notice over there you got African Americans hanging out with whites. You don't see that everywhere in the United States. I like this area. It's real. Did the what? Okay, now I can see better because I was in the sun. What time is it there now? 6:01. Did the what? What is it there? It's about 6:01. Jose, what do you think about the houses in the Bahamas? I haven't looked at real estate in the Bahamas. I wouldn't buy real estate in the Bahamas. It's just too risky. They get way too many storms. Jamaica doesn't seem to get that many storms. Because most storms just don't end up that. Jamaica's got a good spot for hurricanes. It's not like Cuba or Haiti where they're always getting hit by a hurricane. You know, Cuba and Haiti are always getting hit by hurricanes. So, kind of expensive in Jamaica, I think. I think it should be a bit cheaper. iPhones are bad in low light. Yeah, I couldn't see anything. I was like, what? The video is very poor quality. In bad low light, yeah. So, I'm going to drive back, guys. Probably going to barbecue tonight. That was the plan, was to barbecue, but I love where I'm at. Yeah, Florida has the worst drives. Yeah, look at this, dude. The worst drive-ins. Look at this, dude. Like, this is so chill. Like, look at this. Look how chill this is. That's it. No traffic. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... That's one thing about Florida that just kind of sucks, man. Is just the traffic, you know? Like, look at this. I'm just, like, driving along. Nobody behind me. Nobody in front of me. It's just a chill drive, man. And it really is a really chill drive. And what sucks about these live streams is, like, let's say I wanted to adjust my phone. I don't think I can go in and adjust my phone. Like, right now, I wish my screen was a little bit lighter because it's kind of dark. Can't do it while I'm doing a live stream. You gotta have all your settings kind of straightened out before you do the live stream. So I had it in a setting that was okay for walking, but it's not a very good setting for driving. Well, anyways, beautiful day here in Prattville, Alabama. Small town, loving it. Real pretty. Nice historic center here with some nice houses. Oh, I got a green light to go. And now we're heading back towards my area, a little bit further out in the suburbs. But you got like the historic town center here, and then you got some, I can't really answer comments. There are projects here. They got some projects right around here. I don't know why it's so hot inside this car right now. It's almost like, okay, like, I don't know. I gotta drop the temperature to 60, and then it gets too cold. And it gets like goes from like going too hot to too cold. I think those people are from New York City. Yeah, no me estén agitando. Rushing me. This ain't New York City. This is Alabama. Bam, bam. You better slow down. I would love to see somebody from New York City here trying to flick people off like they do in Florida. It would be a very interesting thing to watch. Flick off the wrong person from Alabama. Well, that looks like a business transaction right there. That looks like a business transaction. Yep. Beautiful sunsets here as well. Very soon the leaves will change color. I have the sun glaring at me right now from behind, so I can barely read you guys' comments. But we're driving either way. I think this is a train track. Is this yeah, it's a train track. So, you got the town center, and then you drive a little bit out into the suburbs, and then you got all the shopping on the outskirts of town. I think we got everything we need for our barbecue. We got meat. We're going to make hamburgers. I make some good barbecue. Really good. Like, I make amazing barbecue. The only thing I do regret is that I didn't get... I got shrimp. Hey, Katie, why don't you make a soup? Can you make a soup, and then, like, we can have my burger on the grill with your soup, Katie? You're going to have to make something other than just a burger as a side. So I got the sun behind me. I can't see you guys' comments at all. But this is Prattville. Like, you got the historic town center. And then you got, like, a little bit further out, you got, Oh, I saw some beautiful neighborhoods today. Oh, there we go. Now I can see better. So, I did a video today that I uploaded about Prattville, and it's right behind that Taco Bell. I did a video right in that neighborhood. Beautiful neighborhoods. Houses like from the 70s. I don't have stuff for soup, but I can make fries. Really? Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, what's up? I think those people are from New York. I went to Thunderbird Drive Theater in Fort Lauderdale. Yeah, so Prattville's a nice town. Some neighborhoods are better than others, so you're better off if you're looking at buying in Prattville. You actually don't just show up and actually see the neighborhoods and stuff, because there are better neighborhoods than others. Definitely some neighborhoods are better than others. You just ran... Yeah. I just ran a light. When? Did I run a red light? I hope not. Somebody told me that there's red light cameras here. I haven't seen them yet. There we go. Green light. Let's go. So here's a Walgreens. There's a Taco Bell over there. Yeah, buddy. Red light? No, I didn't. Did I just blow a red light? I really did that? Where? Did I really? I don't think I did. I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. I don't see why I'd be... So there's some nice neighborhoods in here now. On the north side of this is Main Street. On the north side, there's some good neighborhoods. I think on the south side, like in here, is kind of hood. I think there's projects somewhere in here. This is a dead-end street. Okay, never mind. Like 5 or 6 houses. I think you'll be all right if you do Alabama. I think I ended up in a very country street. Like I ended up way too far out, which is what I need for my business. I can't really be in the city. I got truck, trailer, junk that I'm accumulating and everything. So I don't look at that squatted truck. There's a lot of these squatted trucks out here. So I think for what I need, like for what I do for a business, eventually I wish the YouTube was big enough so I could just do YouTube and only YouTube or something. And then that way I could afford to live in a normal neighborhood. Because if what I do collecting junk, you can't do that in the city, So I have to end up a little bit further out. And people a little further out, they're kind of more different than city people. This is a legitimately nice town, though. It's not bad. You got these roads through here. We're kind of like in the geographic center of Prattville now. The town center, the downtown, is on the west side of town. Now we're in the central part of town, which is where all the businesses are. And then as you get further to the east, then there's the suburbs. So these are the older neighborhoods, which are actually pretty nice, Very nice rolling hills on Main Street here. Not bad at all. We're on Shady Oaks Lane and Main Street. And there are a lot of newer houses. I get from here, like from here forward, you start to see more new houses. Lots of apartments. Really nice apartment complexes. Look, that truck is squatted right there. All these, this is so many squatted trucks. It's crazy. But you make $240 a load. Yeah, $240 a load. I mean, I'm at the point where if I can just make enough to live, I need to breathe for a while. Life's just been too stressful. Moving is stressful. People are texting me left and right, calling me and texting me. But I don't really care right now. I'm driving. So here you got like stores, you got Arby's, you got Bama Lanes here. I guess they opened up again. Lots of restaurants. Here's Saxby's, Louisiana Popeyes. It's got everything a town needs, you know. It's just everything it needs here. A town of 50,000 people is nice because you got everything you need. A town of 50,000 people will have everything you need, stores-wise. And there's a Mexican restaurant in here. Lots of, I think there's 11 Mexican restaurants in the Prattville area. And then there's like a few more in Millbrook. So you have like, in a very small area, you have like 19 Mexican restaurants or something like that. It's ridiculous. And there's a few other Mexican restaurants that aren't really on Google Maps. Just a lot of Mexican restaurants. We got 42 people watching. You made your guacamole. It was binding red, just stop and then go. Oh, blinking red, yeah, if it's blinking red. But you make $240 a load, you do that each day would be good. It takes a couple of hours. Yeah, it takes a couple hours of work. It's never more than 3 or 4 hours. Sometimes less. Like the last load that I did was $280. I charged $280 because it was commercial. And it was all landscaping debris, which I'm just going to burn in my front yard. I'm going to make a bonfire. I threw it in my front yard. It's eventually going to dry. When it's dry, I can burn it. And I'll add some other lands. I got a lot of lots of trees to clear. By the way, am I on Main Street? What street am I on? McQueen Smith. I should have taken that road. Let's take a grip hammer. I'll be all right. That town is a lot bigger than I thought it was. No, yeah, it's bigger. I'm telling you, dude. And this is Main Street. Then you got Highway 14. There's 2 highways that go across the city with all types of businesses. It's got 50,000 people. Don't be fooled by that small little downtown district. Like I said, here's a Crystal. I don't like Crystal. That's an acquired taste. You got KFC, Southern Kitchen, which unfortunately they closed. But they're already renovated, so something else will hopefully go into there. You got Ollie's Bargain Outlet. We got Applebee's. Ooh, I could go for an Applebee's right about now. Applebee's seems great. You know the other thing, like, you know that feeling, if you're from Florida, you know what I'm talking about. You know, like when you come back from the beach, like let's say you spent the whole day on the beach. When you come back from the beach and you feel so refreshed, you feel like your mind's been put through a filter. If you're from Florida, you're going to know exactly, like, you know that coming back from the beach feel where you just want to get home, take a shower, and then watch TV? That really, like, awesome, relaxing feeling. I feel that right now. And all I did was go for a walk downtown. You know what I mean? Put my feet in that little creek. It's the same feeling. It's the same experience in a sense. Is it as breathtaking as going to a beach? Absolutely not. It's not. But you get your relaxation in with a little creek. And I'm only 3 hours from Florida. We went down to Florida this week. I don't know if y'all missed it. Here's El Patron Mexican restaurant. One of many, many Mexican restaurants, El Patron. That one was good, but they're very expensive. Gas is $1.79 here. Look in the rearview mirror. When you look back into Prattville, look how beautiful it is to look back into Prattville from here. Beautiful view back into Prattville. The sunsets here are amazing. I have to get into... Well, I don't have to. I could drive through Millbrook. I'm going to go this way, though. Let me get into this lane. I could drive through Millbrook, but I won't. This is kind of like another of the towns. Town's got a lot of major intersections. There's several ways to get home. I'm going to go with this one. Look at the view up ahead, guys. From here, you can see Montgomery. I hope I get a red light. Yes, I got a red light so I can show you guys. Awesome. This intersection here. It's on the corner of Old Farm Lane. If right ahead, you can see Montgomery is right over there. Right? So you see that hill? Prattville sits on a hill. Okay? That's Interstate 65 right there. So from there, that way, it's Millbrook. There's a few new hotels. Really nice, expensive new hotels. So they're like $180 a night. Over here, you got a Lowe's. Over here, you got the Home Depot. And then across the street, you got a Lowe's and a Home Depot. So I'll give you an idea. In Bonita Springs, I lived in Naples, but close to Bonita Springs, there was only a Home Depot. Here you have the Home Depot and you have the Lowe's as well. Beautiful. Look, they're up on a hill here. So from this hill, you can look back and see Prattville. If you get up on the hill over there, you can see downtown Montgomery. In fact, I should have gone that way. It's nice because I can drive you guys through Millbrook. Either way, we'll go through Millbrook either way, but we're in this lane. We got it well. But anyways, you got all these restaurants. You got you got a Jack's up ahead. There's a bunch of restaurants before you get to 65. There's a Jack's. There's a Waffle House. There's a Cracker Barrel. There's Jack's. There's Millows. There's what's the other one that's like Jack's? Just hundreds of restaurants, man. This town's got everything you need. And again, you're up on a hill. So if you look straight ahead, you can see the entire city of Montgomery from up here. So if you go one more light up ahead, from that light, you can see the entire skyline of Montgomery from up here. And when you get on 65, you can be in downtown Montgomery in 20 minutes. We've done the drive a few times on this channel. The hell with work, learn how to hunt. Yeah, we're going to hunt. November. My neighbors are gonna hunt. I'm not gonna interfere because they already have their own. Seems like they got it figured out. So I'm not gonna hunt a deer during deer season. I mean, if I get the chance, I'm gonna try to hunt. See, this restaurant's packed. See, there's people waiting outside. There's people waiting outside that restaurant to get in. I'm gonna try to park somewhere so I can show you guys Montgomery. There's a Lowe's here and they're hiring. There's a beautiful apartment. Look how beautiful the view is towards Prattville. Look at these apartments. They're really nice. Let me see if I can park up here. There's a place where you can park up here and you can quite literally see the entire city of Montgomery from up on these hills. Let me see if I can do this, guys. Let me see if I can find a place. This is Vista Point Boulevard. I might have to go a little bit further ahead. Let me see if I can find this spot where you can see the entire city of Montgomery from up here. It's just incredible. Lots of shoppings and stuff to do. It's got everything you need, man. Yeah, 50,000 people here. Above average income for the United States. What's back here? Let's find out. There's a spot here where you can see the entire city. Is that the back of JCPenney's? I might have made a wrong turn here. We'll figure it out. Oh, this is really nice here. Let me show you guys this stuff over here. I think, yeah, this is it right here. So these shops right here, let me show you guys these little shops. It's kind of good that we came in here. So there's a bunch more stuff. Like, this is still Prattville. We're still in Prattville, right? So you have the downtown district, right? I'm going the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter because there's nobody here right now. Then there's also these shops right here. So there's downtown Prattville, right? And then you got also lots of shopping on this side. So like the shop, I'm going the wrong way, but it's cool. Unfortunately, too many of these shops are vacant. Somehow their JCPenney is still open. I don't even know how, but they are. But here you got all these other shops in a little pavilion. I'm going to see where I can park somewhere. You got a little pavilion here. I'm trying to see that spot where you can see Montgomery from. So you got all these shopping centers here. Lots of shopping centers. It's kind of like a mini Mercado in Naples. It's definitely not as fancy, that's for sure. Let me park right here. We're closer to the house now. So we're still here in Prattville. This is all Prattville still. And again, in 20 minutes, you're in Montgomery, which has 200,000 people. And the population is rapidly declining. Ow, I got shocked. My own car shocked me. All right, so this is kind of like a little shopping plaza here. Okay, there's definitely a cool down. The temperature drops a few degrees since I left. Let me see what you guys are up to in the comments. Now that I'm not driving. You have an Charlie. That's impressive. They closed the one in Orlando in the middle of tourists. Exactly. Let me give you an example. RV. I'm really glad you mentioned that. Yes, we have a Charlie's. They closed the one in Orlando. You guys notice that there's a Applebee's here. Guess what? The Applebee's in Naples closed. Not all of them. There's one on the other side of Naples that didn't. Oh my gosh, I hadn't heard about this place. Oh, that looks so good. That looks so good in there. So, in the Applebee's in Naples, I love Applebee's, one of my favorite restaurants. The Applebee's, we gotta check this out, Katie. Look, it's called Midtown Pizza. They're open. It looks really clean in there. I want to go in there. Looks great, man. So anyways, the Applebee's in North Naples, guess what? They closed. The one in Estero closed. So if we wanted Applebee's, we'd have to go all the way to Central Naples because the one in North Naples closed. The one in North Naples closed. This restaurant's kind of slow. This plaza doesn't have a lot of activity, by the way. Get some. You want to get some, Katie? I don't know. Do you want to get pizza tonight, Katie? I'm not up for barbecuing. How about I go pick you up, Katie, and we come here and eat some pizza? Find out what time they're open to. They're called Midtown Pizza. And see if their ratings were good before anything. I'm not in the mood for cooking today. I'm tired. It's kind of cool. We'll save it for tomorrow. We'll do it for tomorrow for lunch. We are so immature. Y'all see that? We just decided not to cook. We're like, okay, you can see Montgomery in the background now. I'll show you guys. Tell me this is not a cool town. I mean, it's not an amazing. A lot of these businesses are vacant. Not all of these businesses filled in. We need more business here. We need a Cuban restaurant in Prattville. So these businesses, they're not all filled in. There's a lot of these are vacant, but that's fine. I'm making guac, but that's okay. No, let's get. Do you want to get pizza, Katie? See how good they're rated. If they look really good rated, we'll figure it out. I don't know. I'm just too lazy to make pizza. I'll show you guys Montgomery in the distance, and then we gotta roll. Show you guys. You can see Montgomery from up here. I'm sorry. You guys trying to take a picture?
No, you're fine.
All right.
Okay.
I'll show you guys. Sushi bar. Here's a sushi bar. There's so many sushi and Thai places too. Not that I would go to those places, but I know that's a statement. Oh, we had a sushi place or whatever. All right, so you can see Montgomery. On a really clear day, you'd get a much better shot. It's not the greatest view of Montgomery, but look. Oh, man, let me walk around this plaza. Maybe I'll get a better shot. So they have a Tokyo Japanese. Oh, it's a steakhouse. Oh, I like steaks. But these type of places tend to be kind of expensive too, don't they? It is getting a lot cooler now. So I'm thinking I should have probably had a sweater on by now. But you can see Montgomery from here. All right, y'all. Oh, beautiful evening. Not morning. Check it out, y'all. If you look in the distance, we're in Prattville. And we're staying on an anthill. If you look into the distance, you can see over there the entire skyline of Montgomery. Now, I know it's kind of dark already, but on a very clear day, like if it was sunny over there, that's the entire skyline of Montgomery. You can see the state capitol's there. Unfortunately, today is not a very clear day for this. But the nice thing about Prattville is you can just see Montgomery in the distance. Right over there is Montgomery. So that's just a little thing I wanted to show you guys. I know it's probably not impressive at all. With the camera, it's probably a crappy. But with the bare eye, it is cool to sit here in Prattville and look into the distance and say, oh, that's the state capitol over there. That's a cool thing for me. It's a small little detail. Most people that live here probably don't even pay attention to it, but I like it. Also, you can just make out a Bass Pro Shop right over there. That's where I bought my 22, and I'm uploading it when I get home. I'll upload the video. It's probably already uploaded. I just have to publish it of me shooting stuff with my 22. If you guys like the videos, I get a lot of junk. Okay, so here's what the deal is, y'all. I get TVs. I get all types of junk through my business. So I've realized that it's really fun to shoot at stuff. So what I was thinking was maybe I could, like, I made a video shooting old cameras today. I had 3 or 4 old cameras, and I shot them up, and I made a video and I uploaded it. So if you guys like those videos, I'm sure not everybody will, but I like doing it. It's fun. If you've never shot at stuff. Anyways, I'll upload one and let me know if you guys like it. If you guys like it, I mean, I get TVs, I get so many things. And it's completely safe. My backyard is, it's up on the side of a mountain, so it's a perfect natural shooting range. I'm going to try to change the brightness on my phone. I'm going to try to change the brightness on my phone, and hopefully, in the process, I don't lose you guys. If I lose you guys, you know it's because I closed the YouTube. But I'm going to try to stay live while trying to fix the settings here. I don't think it's going to let me. Nope, it won't let me. Okay, it won't let me do it. Never mind. Yeah, if you're doing a live stream, you can't really change any settings on your phone. I would like to brighten up the screen a little bit. But anyways, this is one of many nice little plazas. There's a Publix right there. In fact, I could probably walk and show you guys the front of the Publix. There's a Home Depot there. There's a Best Buy. The Best Buy did unfortunately close. Sadly, they did. And then there's a Publix there. But Tokyo Steakhouse. And you got some steakhouses. And again, our Applebee's is still open here. The one in Naples closed. Our DSW, we don't have a DSW, but we have shoe stores. DSW shoe store closed in Naples, so. Anyways, I do feel like a bum. Back to the same point. Everybody's dressed up nice except me. Somebody just threw their mask on the floor. Yep. So, this shopping center is not alive or packed, but it's just something else to do, you know. As far as crime, look, every large city in Alabama has a lot of crime. May it be Birmingham or Huntsville or Mobile. All these large cities in Alabama have hoods. You're hopefully not going to move into the hood. You're going to move into the nice side of town where you don't have to see it. Mobile has some great areas, and it has some downright scary bad areas. Probably you move into the nice area, you really won't have to deal with the bad side of town, really. I don't like big cities in Alabama at all. Some of the suburbs are good, though. And you'd think with as much history as they got here, they would be decent places, but they're really not. So I wonder what time this pizza place is open till. It's called MPK. I don't know if the pizza looks good. It looks very nice and relaxing. There's an Orange Theory Fitness. I think that company's in Naples, where I used to live. Shoppy's Deli. I might want to check out this pizza place here. I don't know. Oh, it might be like one of those. I'm sorry. I'll have to keep it politically correct. Can't really say what I was going to say. Oh, man. 47 people. You guys are quiet as crap today, man. Y'all ain't asking questions about my personal life like y'all usually. Yeah, okay, so it's not us. Yeah, if it was like a real fat... Does anybody know of a real good pizza place? And when I say pizza, I mean like Chicago or New York. I'm not going to sit there and eat some vegetable pizza or some crap like that. I don't know what... You guys know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, y'all. Henry's in timeout. Henry is in timeout very often. Henry likes to get in trouble. Henry was a troublemaker. He's in timeout again. Henry, you got to stop getting in trouble, buddy. All right, so pizza, 8 p.m. Henry's in timeout. Henry was, but he's going to get deleted. He's trying to poke buttons he knows he shouldn't be poking right now. Did she look for a Target job? Nope. Did she look for any job? How about that? No, I think Montgomery's a better city. No, sorry. Let me back. Mobile is a better city in its good parts, but it's also a worse city in its worst parts. So that's a two-edged sword right there. Mobile has better parts, but it also has worst parts. Montgomery is not the most what's the word? I don't even know a nice word for it. It's just a crappy city, man. Unfortunately, everybody's moving out. That's why everybody moved. All the decent folk came up here to Prattville and Millbrook. To be honest, all of the decent, aspiring people of Montgomery have came to Millbrook, Prattville. So in a sense, Prattville and Millbrook are the nice side of Montgomery. And to be fair, the east side of Montgomery is nice. The far east side of Montgomery, if you end up there, you'll be all right. It's still Montgomery, though. You still have to go downtown for stuff and whatnot. I've had to do some stuff in Montgomery. I think it was my license or my driver's license or something I had to go to Montgomery for. Either way, it's a shame that just a historical city is in that condition. But everybody's moving out because everybody's... Like, the crime rate has just been ridiculous. The violent crimes in particular have just been more than most people can handle. So, it's a shame because it's a very historical city. It really deserves better. Like some towns that don't have... There's about 200,000 people in Montgomery. And then there's about 50,000 in Prattville. And then about 15,000 in Millbrook area. And then you got like Deatsville way out in the far suburbs. I like Deatsville. But you're further from everything. Ooh, look at all these state troopers, y'all. They're about to make a move on somebody, huh? Look at all those state troopers, y'all. There's like 5 or 6 of them there. They're definitely going to make a bust today. Get the weed man. Get the Reggie man. They're coming for the Reggie man. Call your Reggie man. Tell him to flush it down the toilet, y'all. Call the Reggie man and tell him he needs to flush. He needs to flush all that Reggie crap. The state troopers are coming out for him. Call your Reggie man, guys. All right, Slumpy. Did the water really rise up to that level in Prattville by the prison? Yeah, that wasn't Prattville. That was Wetumpka. That's about 15 miles, maybe 20 miles to the east of here. So you're thinking about Wetumpka, and yes, it did. Wetumpka, so don't get too confused. I know they kind of look alike, but Wetumpka and Prattville, two totally different towns. They're both in the Montgomery metro area. So basically, you got 3 counties here. You got Montgomery County, which is where Montgomery sits on. You got Ottawa, which is where Prattville is, and Elmore, which is kind of like suburban Wetumpka and Elmore. The city of Wetumpka, Elmore, and Millbrook are in Elmore County. So I'm in Elmore County, okay? It's kind of like a tri-county area. You got Prattville has Ottawa, and Prattville is very close to Actually, there's a part of Prattville that is in Elmore County, so it's kind of, and once you get like to Elmore and Ottawa County, whatever, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, they kind of all mix in together in a weird way, where like Deatsville, Millbrook, Prattville, they kind of all just kind of wrap their ways around the suburbs. They just kind of wrap their way around each other. So now we're still in Prattville, but we're getting close to Millbrook. Notice some nice, these houses are about on a few acres out here. So it starts to get a little country around here. It starts to get a little country. These houses are on a few acres. Nice acreage. There's always a lot of deer around here. Hopefully we can see the deer. As you can tell, very little traffic. That's one of the things I love about this area. Is you can really just drive around and not get stuck in a traffic jam anywhere. To me, that's special. There's a lot of deer around here. Hopefully we'll see some deer. They're usually around here somewhere. So now, this is Old Farm Road again. So we made a huge loop. Italian Sister says, Jose, you going to take Katie down to the creek so she can stick her feet in the cold water? I wish she would. I tried to convince her to come with me today. She said she wanted to stay home to clean the house. But I have a feeling when I get home, the house isn't going to be clean And Katie's gonna be watching YouTube. Oh man, she knows I love her. That's when a woman knows you love her, she can do whatever she wants with you. That's how a woman. How does a woman know she's got a man? Ask Katie, she'll tell you. When a woman's got a man in her palm, better hope that man doesn't wake up from that dream, Katie. Laundry, you ain't doing laundry. Shut up. Don't lie about it, Katie. At least don't lie about it. I mean, I understand you're taking the leisure life. Look at this, guys. But don't lie about it. So we're still in Prattville. And then once you get up to here, there's a lot of private developments and like kind of gated communities. So once from here forward, there's a lot of gated communities. So we're on the far east side of Prattville. We started in downtown, which is the far west side of Prattville. Now we're on the far east side of Prattville, which is kind of like more suburban. See, there's some apartments over there with pools and stuff. So this is still Prattville. Now, if we keep going that way, there's a bunch of not gated communities, but developments with beautiful new houses that are like in the $200,000 and $300,000 price range. Very few of these communities are actually gated. The vast majority are not gated. There's a Ford dealership. And then this is the end of Prattville. We cross over into Millbrook. So there's a Ford dealership here. There's an Exxon gas station, a Burger King, a McDonald's. I think there's another hotel here. And then I think that over here there's a Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel, another restaurant. You can just make out in the distance a bunch of new developments and houses over there. So if you keep going that way, it's nothing but new houses. Now here is Interstate 65 again. You can go south into Montgomery, and in 20 minutes you're in downtown. No exaggeration, 20 minutes. It's a straight shot to downtown. Usually there's no traffic. There's a Fazoli's restaurant, a Cracker Barrel, a Waffle House. And you know what's crazy? There's a Waffle House right here, and then there's a Waffle House like a few miles that way. That's crazy. When do you do housing market of Deltona, Florida? Eventually, I hope. Guacamole on the burger, yummy. Jose, you are enabler. I am an enabler, but I'm a love enabler. That's what love does to you. It makes you blind. No, you know what it really is, guys, is love. All right, guys, so we've left Prattville. I found it ironic that there's a Waffle House right here in Prattville, and then now we're in Millbrook. And just about everything, not everything, but a lot of the stuff in Prattville, they also have it in Millbrook. Here's the Welcome to Millbrook sign right there, right? And there are some parts of Prattville that cross over into Millbrook. It's kind of a mess in these suburbs. Here's a Jack's, and there's a Jack's in Prattville, but there's one Jack's in Millbrook. Here's a Taco Bell. There's a Taco Bell here, but there's also a Taco Bell in Prattville. So we're no longer in Prattville, guys. There's a Walmart in Prattville, and then there's another Walmart here in Millbrook. So it's like, it's just odd how there's just about everything that's on that side, you have it on this side. As far as big chains, you know, and all that. You kind of wonder how they make money. Like, there's a Waffle House there, and then there's a Waffle House over here. It's like, why are they so close to each other? Here's the Walmart right here. Gas is $1.77 here at the Saxby's, and we saw there was a Saxby's in Prattville. There's one here in Millbrook as well. It's a Saturday night, so there should be a bunch of young males in squatted trucks hanging out at the Walmart parking lot, but we're going to bypass that for a day. There's a Mexican restaurant. There's a few Mexican restaurants here too. But then there is a small piece of Prattville that comes over into Millbrook on the Millbrook side. I just got my low power warning. Gas is $1.77 here in Millbrook, so it's a little bit cheaper than Prattville. That's pretty cheap. Don't believe these statistics here. Says we're getting 28 miles per gallon. Okay, I doubt it. Maybe now that we're going downhill. But see, once you get to Millbrook, it's definitely more country out this way. We're kind of Just a little bit more country out here. Lots of Mexican restaurants out here for some reason. Lots of Mexican restaurants. So there's a Latino community here. See these trailers back there? This trailer park over there? This is all, y'all would crack up. You guys have been asking me, are there Latinos in Alabama? Yeah, there are. Let me show you guys. I'm supposed to be driving home. I keep getting distracted. I must have attention deficit or something like that, because I'm supposed to be driving home, and here I am on Oak Tree Road to show you guys where the Mexicans and the Guatemalans live. So yes, there are Latinos in Alabama. You guys are asking me. None of them are Cuban, by the way. I've yet to actually have a conversation with a Cuban. I've been here for 2 months, and I've yet to meet a Cuban. A Cuban, man. So these are the Latino mobile home parks, and they're not all Latino. There's some white people in here as well. Not sure what's going on there. Not sure what that's about. Okay. But there's a lot of Latinos in here. There's a lot of whites too, but it's mostly kind of half white, half Latino in here. This is where the Latinos in this area live. If you're gonna find Latinos, it's in these trailer parks. Except for me, I'm the only Latino that's gotten this just playing, y'all. All right, man. But yeah, these are mostly Mexican and Guatemalan in here, and there are some black too, but it's mostly white and Latino. I've seen a lot of Latinos in here. Lots of Latinos in these trailer parks. Let me go down this road right here. There's a little black girl. So there's some black people in here, but it's mostly white and Latino in here. These trailer parks. And notice how much space they got too. You know, like, it's a mobile home park, but they're not like on top of each other. They have about a third of an acre each. You know? Like, even poor people have space in Alabama. I'm going to guess these are rentals, because if they were privately owned, I would guess they would have something going on in their yards, but there's nothing on the yards. So I'm going to guess these are mostly rentals. But most of the Guatemalans and Mexicans that I've met live here. Nobody out and about, but there are Latino neighborhoods here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, but there are. But yeah, there are Latino neighborhoods in here. These might be Spanish people, but it's weird. Like, you wouldn't expect Alabama to have Latino neighborhoods, but they do. But notice how much space they got between these mobile homes. Like, look at how big, like, how spaced out they are. You know, like, they're not like on top of each other. If this was Florida, they would just be cramped up all on top of each other. You know. And by the way, like, a mobile home in Florida with this much land would be like $120,000, $140,000 if it's a double wide, easily, in South Florida. And here, if they were for sale, I don't know if they own these or not, but if they own these, I think it's a mobile home park. But if they own these, I bet you could probably get a mobile home in here for less than $50,000 if you could buy them. This might be a rental community. I'm not really sure, but yeah, there's a lot of Latinos back in here. For the most part, lots of Latinos back in here. And this park isn't really the most, like, there's one somewhere back here behind Walmart that's like more Latino. Look at that SUV. They got all types of stickers and stuff on it. So yeah, this is more of a, you guys have been asking me our Alabama trailer park. So this is an Alabama trailer park right here. Very clean, you know, the mobile homes are spaced out. Man, there's these mobile homes in West Palm Beach. Has anybody been in the mobile home parks in West Palm Beach where they're like cramped up on top of each other? Oh my gosh. I have, family in West Palm Beach, friends and family. I went to this mobile home park in West Palm Beach, and it was the most inhumane thing I've ever seen. Like, these mobile homes are just cramped. Look how much space they got. Like, this is a mobile home park, but dude, this is decent. They got nice paved driveways. They got at least a quarter acre per mobile home. Nice big easement between them. Like, it's really decent, actually, for being a mobile home park. Like, look how much land they got between them. Like, that's not bad at all. I think this lady's black again. Huh, I wish I could show you guys some Spanish people so you could believe me. You guys aren't going to believe me because there's no Spanish people. But yeah, there are a lot of Spanish people back here. Or is it the other mobile home park? Where's the TS Cantina? That's like TS Cantina. Okay, so back this way, if we keep going into this park, then there are much more Latino areas. So I guess, I don't know. Back in here, I've seen a lot of, like, I actually, and I know, like, I've came in here, like, when I first moved in, I needed a lot of stuff down at the house. I wanted to hire people to work for me, so I figured, go to a Latino neighborhood and just ask them if they want to work. In Florida, you can do that. Here, they're all making like $200 a day. There's a little Latino grocery store there. This is mostly, not once you get back in here, then this is definitely mostly Guatemalans and Mexicans like in here. Like in here. Still Creek. This is mostly like in here. Definitely mostly Latino in here. Oh, this is Latino. Mostly Latino up in this park. See the dogs barking? Dogs barking. Dogs barking. This is mixed in here. You got a little bit of everything. You got white, you got black, and Latino. Very mixed in here. You got a little bit of everything. I know it's getting dark already, so let's get back on the main road. But anyways, this trailer park here, you got Latino, you got black and white. It's very, very mixed in here. But notice how, the grasses are cut. The lots are somewhat not, they're not on top of each other. It's fairly decent for a mobile home park. There aren't like 15 people to a trailer like back in Florida. You go to a trailer park in Florida, and there's like 15. It's odd to see African Americans in trailers, so you really usually don't see that. But you do, surprisingly, you do see African Americans in trailers. Very, very surprising because you usually don't see that. But yeah, there are African Americans in trailers here. African Americans usually live in houses. It's kind of odd. And it's really odd too. Like the first time I came in here, it's mostly Latino. A lot of Latinos in here, and then you see like white people living in between the Latinos. It's so weird. Like, it's so weird how people here. It's a very integrated society compared to Florida. Florida is very segregated. Like, you might get like a trailer park that's half white, half Latino in Florida. You might, but then they're really, really poor whites. It's just Florida's messed up, yo. It really is. But anyways, you guys have been asking me for a trailer park in Alabama. Here it is. Very quiet for a Saturday night. Nobody's out and about or doing anything. It's just very quiet. Can you guys imagine if this was like West Palm Beach or like Immokalee, Florida? People are grilling. Yeah, buddy, that's what I need to get home so I can grill. I need to get home so I can grill. I want a good pizza. I just haven't found a good pizza. That may be another... Ooh, that barbecue smells so good. Somebody's barbecuing it. I mean, that real good barbecue smell? You know what I'm talking about. The real good barbecue smell. That, oh my gosh, it smells so good. It's Saturday, y'all. Not only is it Saturday, it's also Saturday, and it's near the first of the month where everybody gets their government cheese. Let's roll up out of here, y'all. I need to get home. I am hungry. I've been hungry. And smelling all these other people grilling. I'll tell you what's crazy about Alabama. The first of the month is the first of the month here, y'all. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Everybody gets their money. See, this is right here. It's a Latino store. See that little, like the little building with the light on? That's like a Latino corner store right there in Millbrook. So, surprisingly, there's a small Latino community living here in Millbrook. Mostly they do roofing and construction jobs. And most of them are legal. There are very few illegals in Alabama. Alabama is not a friendly place for illegals. So if you're not legal, this is a tough place to be illegal. So most of the Latinos you meet here, the vast majority are legal. Very uncomfortable place to be illegal. They just don't seem to put up with it here. But if you're a legal Latino, you can make a lot of money here because there's not too many illegals working cheap. That's probably why it's so much better here in Alabama, because there's so little illegal here. Like, everybody's legal, so it's illegal people really drive labor down to nothing, you know. But all right, now we're definitely in Millbrook, y'all. We're no longer in Prattville. We're in Millbrook on Highway 14 heading east. If we were to keep going, we would be in Wetumpka, which is the town that won the HGTV hometown takeover, where Ben and Aaron will destroy a small town. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They're fixing it. Will destroy a small Alabama town by bringing in Northerners who watch HGTV. Wouldn't that be ironic if instead of them fixing the town, they just like destroyed it by bringing in a bunch of Northerners who watch HGTV? Wouldn't that just be hilarious? Wouldn't that be ironic if like the town that gets the HGTV, instead of like becoming a nicer like town, if it just goes to crap with a bunch of "I'm from New York, get out of my way," and they start flicking you off and it just ruins it? I'm a horrible person. So now we're in Millbrook, and guys, we hit the low battery signal. That's it. We're in Millbrook, y'all. From here forward, the route is mysterious. I will be checking out, guys. Thank you so much for joining us on this live stream. I have got to find myself home so we can make dinner arrangements. We were supposed to barbecue, but I think I've worn myself out way too much to go home and grill. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. Then again, I'm so tired I don't know when I want to go out. All right, y'all. I do have to dismiss myself. So y'all have a beautiful night. I hope you guys enjoyed riding along with me through Alabama. It's not so bad, is it? Well, I know I got 51 people on board. You guys want me to stay on board and see what Katie's doing at home? Want to sneak up on Katie and see what she's doing? Probably not. I don't know. We got 51 people on board, man. I feel bad walking away from 51 people. What do we do, guys? Do we walk away or do we keep going home? What do we do? I'm going to flip the camera back on me, though. I don't want you guys knowing where I live. We've had too many problems with stalkers. We've had way too many problems with stalkers to show you guys where I live. I gotta hide myself now. So we'll sneak up on Katie and decide what we're gonna. We'll probably lose signal either way. Now, if we lose signal, you know it's over, right? Probably. We usually lose signal by the time we get home. I'm enjoying Alabama. I feel like a human here. Like you saw that trailer park, right? There are no. I can't think of a trailer park that decent in Florida. If you get a trailer park in Florida, you got 15 people living to a trailer. They're right up on top of each other. It's not to talk down on Florida. Oh my gosh, we have an incident, guys. Man, oh man, we got police here and everything. So there might be something going on here at the entrance of this area here. We'll find out. Lots of cops and stuff. We'll figure it out. You know what's crazy? I listen to police radio over here, and like any once in a while, you get like, wow, there's at least 2 police cars here, so we're going to slow it down real good. I'm not sure what's going on. We're just going to slow down. Lots of police. Crime in Alabama is something else, man. Wow, I'm not sure what the deal is. We're just going to slow down real good. They pulled over a car here. Are they getting arrested? Yep, getting arrested. Dude, they arrest so many people here. It's crazy. Like, they really will arrest you here. Especially if you break the law. Anyways, somebody's getting arrested right there. Anyways, I don't know if I'm going to lose you guys. I'm almost to the crib. Yep, they will arrest you here. And I listen to police radio out here, and it's insane. Like, it is insane when you listen to police radio out here. Like, they get in police chases and everything out here. It really is. This truck cracks me up. I can't show it right now because I'm driving. But I've seen this truck around town a few times. It's a tiny little truck, but it's got like tailpipes, just like what do you call it? Like kind of like a semi truck almost. So Anyways, yeah, they will arrest. You see a lot of. I've seen more people get arrested here in like 2 months than I've ever seen get arrested in Florida. Like ever, ever. Just they arrest people here for sure, man. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go dark for a little bit. I want you guys to know where I live. Too many stalkers, man. Facebook and YouTube is creepy. All right, so y'all can't see much. Anyways, we might see some deer on the way home. There's usually deer around here. There's usually deer out here. We'll find out if there is or ain't. I know it's a dark road. I told you guys I live in the middle of nowhere, right? It really is the middle of nowhere. We might lose signal here. There's some pretty heavy mountains and whatever, so we'll probably lose you guys around here. Sometimes when you're coming through here, you'll see the deer. And it's really nice to see deer. You can see up to 7 deer at once here when you're driving through these little windy roads up in the middle of the mountains up here. It's a pretty steep climb. You'll hear my transmission clunk right around here somewhere. So yeah, I do live in the backwoods. No lie, I really live in the backwoods. Like, there's a transmission clunk. I really live in the backwoods. Like, it's really backwoods where I live. I'm surprised we haven't lost signal. I'm really surprised we haven't lost signal here. I don't know if it's turn this down real quick for a second. Anyways, hopefully we'll see some deer. I've been trying to show you guys the deer on live. What I'm gonna have to do is when I see them, I'll record them and I'll just upload it. But we see deer at least 3 times a week here. I've seen deer at least 3 times a week here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is if I see the deer, I'll show you guys. I'm gonna turn this down for a second. If I see the deer, I'll show you guys the deer. If not, I don't want to show you guys how to get to the crib. Too many weirdos on the internet, man. Doesn't matter because we're packing heat like you wouldn't believe out here. Up a mountain in Alabama, you know we're packing heat up here. I can't believe I haven't lost signal. That's crazy. This is usually where the deer are. Let me see if I can slow it down a little bit. And hopefully the deer are around here. Hopefully they're out here. If they're out, I'll show you guys the deer. If not, then you won't see where we're driving. I've seen up to 7 deer out here at once. It's crazy. And they like to hang out right where my house is. Let's see if they're out and about. They're usually around here. That's cool, man. Like, we see deer, I would say at least 3 times a week. And that's just like driving in and out of our street. That's not even trying to see them. That's just, I go real slow because this is usually where they are. This is usually where the deer are. They're either here or they ain't. If they're not here, they're usually not here. Let's see. I can't wait till deer hunting season. My neighbors are going to hunt deer. And they'll give me part of their deer. I'm going to try to kill one myself, but if I don't get one, it doesn't really matter. I'm still going to eat deer. Because my neighbors, they got it figured out. I just don't want to show where we live, guys. We've had so many stalkers and creeps on the internet. The day that I bought my house, I had one guy that somehow figured out my address and started posting my address. Just give people a little bit of privacy, man. You know? No deer today, guys, so we're at the crib already. No deer so far. Sometimes there's deer back here. Let me just see if they're back. I'm going to go past my house a little bit. And sometimes they're back in here. Sometimes they're back in here. It's fun, though, you know, like when you see deer 3 times a week. There's a lake here, and sometimes they're back here by this lake. No, they're not here right now. And yes, I do have a lake. The thing about the lake is I can't see it until in the winter we'll be able to see the lake. I know this kind of the visual aspect of this sucks. I'm just driving around randomly. I know that. I know that kind of sucks. But we're almost to the crib, guys. And I can try to live stream from the crib, I guess. Anyways, no deer today. That kind of sucks. But yeah, it's cool to see deer at least 3 times a week, man. It's just neat. It really is neat to see the deer out and about. I'm loving Alabama. No deer, guys. But we're home. I've got to climb up this mountain to get into my driveway. We see a lot of raccoons, too. That's the other thing we see a lot of. A lot of deer and a lot of raccoon. I got the biggest mess ever in front of my house. I've been so busy. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna check out for real. I can't believe I signal out here. What I'm gonna eventually do is eventually what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to when we do our bonfires at night, I'll probably live stream a few of our bonfires. But anyways, I'm out. I hope you guys like this live stream, and we're home. I gotta decide if we're gonna barbecue or if we're gonna go out to eat somewhere or whatever. I'm hungry as crap. My feet are cold from walking through that creek. Thank you guys so much for checking in, and that's it. Adios.